All right, we are here in the house. But I already got my mic set. That's all right. We excited. I seen Kerry come in with that cape this morning. I said, you know what? I knew when I saw that last night, I said, he don't Kerry is a fighter. Y'all don't know what y'all was thinking about. Kerry come out fighting. Kerry like, all right, wear that cape again. Kerry, would you just be flying? When you be driving, you roll the window, does it ever blow up like anything? Have you ever been driving like and roll the window, then it fly up and everything? You don't know unless you ask. That's pretty. Stand, let me see it, Kerry. Here, Kerry got it. Kerry, how you find that though? Online. It's online. Come on so I can see him. I'm seeing him flying. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
What's up? You good?
Kerry, you can go back now, Kerry. I want to say they tuning in to see me, Kerry. Kerry, you good? You good? That man, look at that. That Kerry is something. Keep your hand full. That is the only woman in the world that can handle and deal with Kerry. There is no one else possible on the planet that can do what she do with Kerry. Appreciate that. Everybody all right? Appreciate everybody. Appreciate the Debar Alahim. Yes, sir. And getting the opportunity. That's right. While it's a small thing to some, it's a great thing to others, especially when you get an opportunity to get understanding. Yes, that makes a world of difference. And that's our goal, trying to tackle and break all the phenomenons that they would almost make it. Everybody got an opinion on what happened and when it happened and what their explanation of it is. And I'm more convinced on the fact that, you're dealing with, to me, I don't think you could proficiently digest, dissect, and understand it unless you're looking at it from a spiritual Ruachni perspective. Because you could take anything, well, that's not your actual expertise of studies. Like an archaeologist, the way he'll look at things will be a lot different than we will. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be based off of a science. It's going to be based off of research. It's going to be based off a lot of data, stuff compiled, teaching and other things. But when you're trying to use that type of science toward when it comes down to the Dabarim, the words, or the Dabar, the word, you'll miss every time. Because there are things that you have to key into, and you got to be how to key in on behavior. And that's a lot of time what they had. They just use a lot of science, a lot of misguided data and opinions. When you deal with Elohim's Dabar, you can't use opinion. The only opinion you can make is whether or not you're going to do it. That's the only time opinion can be factual. When I hear it, I have the option to say what I'm going to do it. I don't have an option to take it and do what I want to do to it. He made it clear by the book of Kaf that no Katab of the Dabarim is of any private interpretation. He said, I don't want your opinion. I don't even care what your opinion is, other than, is this something you want to do? That's the only time your opinion can be used. If you don't use it for anything else, you're going to make a problem. It's going to be a problem. Because most of the time we make an opinion or we got an opinion about it, it's going to be based from a carnal state. And if you don't understand the Ruach, the spiritual part of the word, you'll make a mistake. Your carnal will get in the way. That's something that I'm constantly trying to make sure I'm minded about. Because I am a man, human, as we all are. So you try to make sure you can differentiate and make sure that you're not putting you in the way of something that he has already designated. Because that's what happened while we got all these different religions. Because some man looked and some man said, I'm telling you about me, how I feel or what I think, and then they formed a religion from it. So people, if you look at all these religions when it comes to Christianity, they're just different little cults that went and just took parts and bits and pieces of what they like. Then you'll show them something else, well, in our religion, you know what I'm saying? The diocese or whatever, I don't care about no diocese. I care about what's factual. You know what I'm saying? If everybody, you can take all the names out of the way, whatever we call ourselves. Let's just get down to, like I said, the butt naked truth. Right. Take all the clothes out. That way we can start to see from now who will stay with it and who will divert. But right now, it's all basically just a matter of opinion. That's the problem we got. Everybody using opinion other than, do you want to do it or not? That's the best place to use your opinion. Now, what you can use is conscience. Conscience is not opinion. So you're looking at your conscience. This is just where your mind decides whether something is right or wrong. But I'll tell you this, if you don't have a fundamental foundation, well, basically I guess the fundamentals of what's right and what's wrong, you'll mess up with that. That's how they'll come up with child brides, grown old men with child brides. You have all this other food because a lot of times people's conscience hadn't been actually settled. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that we did rearing, like you taught a child not to touch something hot, different things like that. You taught them hot, don't touch it. Don't touch that, you get shocked. All these different things you taught. A lot of people don't have that. Then it moves on to other things you teach out. Respect. You know what I'm saying? That's an older person. You don't call them by their first name. Now your kid be this tall. Hey, Henry. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I mean, it's still in the fetus. They're a fetus. So it's a lot of things you gave them. So now when they come to hear the word, they can base it off of some things that they were taught just in the home. You know what I'm saying? Whether things were right by putting like having a man and a woman in the home, man. So they get to see, so they come and say, hey, I want you to meet my dad and my dad. You're like, your dad and your dad? Did your mom or somebody die and got remarried and it's your stepfather and you call him your father? No, I have two dads. You see what I'm saying? So now they don't have anything to wear it against. So they say, good to meet you. You know what I'm saying? You look like good parents. That's the problem. America alone, it is not, I don't want to put on America. Let's just put on the world in general, world leaders. The honest, to me, the best thing to do, in my opinion, based on facts, everyone these governments need to be toppled. The people need to sit down and, look, we're done. You don't have an opinion, but they have one. You can only say what they want you to say. What kind of foolishness is this? Then from social media, they've already controlled it. You can't say gay. You can't say homosexual. You can't say bi. Everybody, you wouldn't call yourself all this stuff. They're transgender. That's why I changed. They'll be want to call something else because they constantly look at you unstable, so you don't know what you want to call yourself. Versus, let's go with what will we call when the man set everything up. But because the world doesn't have a conscience, because these leaders that put into place don't have a conscience, they've caused us to mess up. Like you told, the leaders of the people causing the error. That's right. And the people that led up them, we destroyed. This goes further than just the religious leader. It's the fact that two people you got to separate, the government and the politics. You got to separate the government and the religious part. It's dangerous. When these two start coding up, everybody in trouble. Because all they got to do when they want to pass bill, legislation, or change things, you get it to the preacher. You get the preacher to push it from the pulpit, and people say, must be God sent. I just seen this on the news, and they were talking about pushing the legislation, and then pastor come in and preach on it, because pastor, they flunk it. That's right. Government and religion could work together if they were actually both look like we for the people. You got what I'm saying? The government should be consulting stable religions on things to look at. We're looking at implementing or looking at imposing or doing these things. How does this fare from a religious standpoint? So like when he talked about ask the Kohan concerning the Torah. So I don't have a problem if they will come in and get information from us, but the problem is they won't come and ask somebody going to tell them the truth. They ain't going to ask me. What they going to do with homosexual kids? They shouldn't be homosexual. You teach them the right way, you let them make their own choices from now. I'm going to show you right and wrong, let you make your own choice. When you get A, you do what you want to do. But right now you're a child. We're going to teach you this is the protocol, this is the standard, and we're not changing it. And they still got them same signs on the bathroom. The one for the man looks different than the one from the woman. How they going to work with the transgenders? They know, come on, man, just stop it. It's just retarded. Man walk up to the cat ready to brush. Give me this damn bra. What you doing? He said, oh, that's for my mama. I said, oh, you all right. Tell your mama I say hello. Ring it up. You know what I'm saying? I want to know who is it for. Question before you let them get it. Ain't there a man that get some maxi pad? Who do you pay some pad for? I pay how you. Go put them damn thing back on that shelf. You just straighten them out. That people need correcting. And you got to stop worrying about being, oh, I don't want to be sensitive. I want to respect. We can respect your rights to an end, but at some point when he's a kid, hell, we did the correction while they're kids. We can stop a lot of them while they're adults, before they get to be adults. Once you get grown, whatever opinion to what you do, you grown. As long as it don't infringe upon, at this point, homosexuality has infringed upon heterosexuality. You're making me change my conversation. I can't say certain things. You want me, when I say that, let me say that. As a matter of speech, because they can't make me change a damn thing. You still gonna be a fag in my book. I don't call you no Mr. and Mrs. homosexual. But at the same time, it just came to the problem. It came to the point that at some point we gotta address it for the sakes of saving our kids. All these folks like Don Cheetah had help protect transgender kids. I'm like, hell, what about the straight ones? That's right. These homosexual kids attacking the straight kids. That's right. They pedophile on the straight kid. Who protected them? Let's just do the thing right. Let's say let's protect kids. That covers every one of them. By institute, this is how a boy should carry himself and how he should dress, and this is behavior. This is how a girl should carry herself and dress, and this is her behavior. Now, as you grow and you become an adult, and you say, well, I'm going to kick against the grain and go and do it, that's your choice. You just ain't going to force it on us. We're not going to make no extra provision. Every provision already made for human beings. Hell, I ain't going to make no gay toilet. Carry your ass in there where you go. That's right. I want a homosexual. Hell, mess on yourself. There ain't nothing but some shit anyway. Yeah. Not going to go out no way and give you no special toilet, no special signs. We already got signs, huh? Man and woman, they got that. Boy and girl. You know what I mean? They ain't put men, they put boys and girls. They got the boys and girls. We got no transgender club. Stay your ass at home. Isn't that right? Go play in the mud again. Go to Pike Nursery. You don't have to play in the dirt again. Don't worry about y'all. I'm finna get ready to go. The first clap of kingdom. Last people, y'all on parole. Y'all just hold on. Because somebody mess up and get killed. I remember, we had a thing. We had a conversation. We had to stop. We had who was in the kingdom, name who in the kingdom. Then who. Hey would get right at the door and mess up. Like, hey, blow her back 500 yards. He like, why I keep going back questioning, sending back some further? And one time he got right to Gallup and let Haywood in. Judge said, Haywood, if you stick your head in that gate, I'm going to bash. He said he had a bat. He's going to bash Haywood's head and he'd stick it through the gate. Haywood, did you ever make it in now? Oh, no. I don't remember. We'll go back. I go back and check my paperwork, find out where you at. And I get back. Don't call me. Let me call you. I slept so good last night. I slept a long time. Ooh, I had so much peace, too. We talked to Haywood last night. How you slept last night, Austin? Chris, how you slept? 95. How about you, Leon? Justin, where's Justin now? He's still asleep. He slept so he's still asleep. Haywood, you overdid it last night. Let us know we're going too far. No, but appreciate Jahid, too. Well, I tried to do it anyway. I just tried to say I do it. I really feel sick on the inside when I said it. I just, you know what I'm saying? I say sometimes, I looked at it, I ain't never forced myself to try to appreciate it. I'm trying to get, Jahid, just be who you are, Jahid. But what I'm going to tell y'all, I want to apologize for some stuff I said last night. I was inaccurate. My wife got me on it, and she brought it up, and she said, I'm not trying to correct you, but you said a couple of things last night and it was incorrect, and you want to get up and kind of address it, whatever. Because it's always my goal to try to make sure I give people the mock when I teach. I do say stuck humor. I do say stuck humor. I don't want to get things twisted and somebody takes something the wrong way. Okay, and last night I had made a statement that Justin had married Chanel for that big black booty. And I want to apologize because I want to. I did hear that was all cool that was pretty upset about it, and I want to apologize for that. And he married Chanel for her personality. Look. Don't let them move. Chanel, do not let y'all move. We got one, so that's time. But I just want to clear that up and make sure we was on. So they don't have no misinterpretation, misunderstanding around him. They said, I'm going to throw the damn hip out last night trying to walk out of him. Y'all see, Justin came down. Yeah, but no, y'all lost the chain on him. Also, last night I quoted in the 9th chapter of the book of Yehukanan about the man being mute, but he was blind. So I wanted to just say that somebody had an issue with it. They called somebody else with it. Could have called me with it. Well, folks will do that. I wonder how well they listen when they come obeying what I say to them. But that's a human factor error, what you do. Just make sure you listen to everything I say and get everything right, too, though. But I want to make sure they're corrected, though. That's the main thing on that one. Sometimes you're quoting and you're saying and you're going. But at the end of the day, what I did tell was right, though. The man definitely had understanding. And that's our goal, to make sure we get understanding and able to come back and get whatever we got wrong. Because at the end of the day, that's the only reason we're here. I think it's good that we come in with a mindset of recognizing or realizing or being willing to accept change. Whenever the word comes, if it shows us something different, we want to make sure we can kind of transition over. And a lot of times people can't because they got hang-ups. A lot of times people got a lot of hang-ups. For my job, you know, like people look for faults on me because they got a lot of faults themselves. They ain't gonna never change them. And what they'll try to do, if they can find one on me, they feel like that'll kind of suffice whatever they got wrong, but it won't help anybody. The goal for everybody, make sure we get it right for yourself. That being honest, I ain't just saying that's the truth. Whenever y'all come, make sure y'all mind is set on when you hear that you also hear when you get correction where you need to make changes. Because people can keep dates on when I said something one time or another, and it might not have been as quite accurate as it's written, and that definitely had to be corrected. But when I tell you something, you need to make sure you make the correction when I tell them to you. Because that's just the danger. If I tell you to do something, you don't do it. He that hearing me, you hear him. When you don't hear him. So it don't matter what you hear anyway. You ain't obeying no how. So that's why I told y'all, make sure y'all listen, understand what shama. I said something shama. Shama is to listen with the intent to do. A lot of y'all don't have that. That's unfortunate because that's a key factor that you need to make sure you have. When y'all coming, we coming in to make sure we get this so we can do it. Y'all know that? That's the whole thing of us coming to do it. Like Yahushua said, who was his mishpachah? Those that shama and do it. Listen with the intent to do it. A lot of times people listen. There were other people in there. He would let them know. Some people said, well, I might be part of their family. I'm here and I'm listening. He said he keyed them out though. The ones that hear and do. Just like when he spake to those Yahudim. He was only talking to the one that believed in him. They said, can you say that again? Repeat that. You didn't hear me? No, I didn't. Then I wasn't talking to you. Because he was only talking to them that among on him. So everybody among on him would listen with the intent to do. And I say that, in the most earnest way, honest way to us because, we do a lot. I want to make sure we get this right. That's really critical to me. It's scary, the fact that so many people die and people willing to die. I had a cousin years ago that died. Sister Naomi, her son, years ago, Wayne. And I remember he was getting ready to die. I didn't go down and see him. He was talking about he was ready. He had, came to grips with his cancer he was doing. He was sitting outside the hospital smoking a cigarette, waiting to die. He had made peace with all of him. It's like, man, I shoot you a cigarette when I'm trying to smoke. I'm getting ready to leave him. There's a lot of things I'm trying to factor up and go back over, and I'm trying to make sure, and I want to make sure I cross, I want to make sure right. But if people just sign off with consent that they're okay and I'm good, and, even with everything we get, if it's completely accurate, do y'all understand there could be a small margin of error? And I can't afford for that margin of error to come in and be a defect. And people say, well, if that's the case, why he wants us to have that timidness about it and that fear about it so you'll be cautious to what we're doing. Because sometimes you get so lax, it's like, I can do anything. Like they say, once saved, always saved. It don't matter what you do. You just backslid. No, you have to front slide first. That's true, because it's dangerous. If you had it and you fall away, the man says it's impossible to renew you again. So that puts another fear of, I can't get it and drop it. I got to get it and keep it. You got what I'm saying? Because now if he said I fell away, he says it's impossible to do it again. And I'm saying, you know what? All I can do is keep trying. Then we got another problem because now you couldn't possibly get it because you don't believe on me as it said. You see why now it come and build the rich. Now it's like, but I'm just trying to get back. But I just told you it's impossible. Well, all I can do is keep trying. We're still valid. This is your problem. You never among on me. Because had you, then you'd have understood how critical it was that when you got it, you can't get it and fall away. Because it's impossible to renew you again. See, that puts it to where, when we understand it that way, it makes it to where you really got to be careful. You work and obtain some, but you got to know what you're trying to get. Just like when he talked to Yahukanan and them, they were talking about sitting at his right and his left hand. He said, do you know what you asked? He asked him, do you know what you asked? He said, you can drink from the cup that I drink. You can take. He said, all right, if you can. He said, but to sit on my right and left, he said, I can't give you that. But he let him know, what you asking for is a lot. And are you willing to be able to subdue and go through everything you got to do to obtain what you asking for? And a lot of times we ask for stuff, we don't really we don't really want to do that. We want the caboodle of it. We don't want the suffering that go with it. We don't want the ostracized. Nobody want to be ostracized. Nobody want to be hated. That man didn't want to be hated. That thing, that man had hurt. Who in here, how would you feel if everybody here hated you? It don't bother me because you're a mental retard. That is the only, I'm talking about you a mental retard to the 15th hour. Nobody don't want to be hated by nobody and ridiculed. Who the hell want to be? Everybody just start lying on you. That'll kill most of them. Lies don't hurt. That's a lie. Another lie. You know, good way everybody was lying, that will hurt you. That man hurt that thing. That man hurt it behind that stuff. You know, I never done that. But that's part of what you got to do to get the caboose. See, everybody want to do something resisting, turning away from things, not allowing things. All that you got to be able to do. Y'all know that? Listen to him. I'll bet for that. The cough. You give me some money. No, some money. I want you to literally give me some money. Come on, step up first. Just give me some money. This is allowed. No, just give me. That's the cuff too. See, in order to get it, I got to open to allow and let. This is what we do when the word comes. Oh, I want to be saved. Give it to me. I'm here for the word. You see, y'all can see it clearly. I'm here for it. I'm coming for it because I want to be right and I want to be saved and the man come back. Then what did I have to do? I got to allow it to come. Y'all got what I'm saying? It's a lot of things we look at the presentation when we do stuff. And this is what we go from the hieroglyphics of it, hieroglyphs, using the picture for writing, to understand it. I got to allow. Can I have some? You eat something, you ask for something. Y'all remember asking for some candy? What you had to do? You did like that, can I get some candy? Somebody, that look threatening. You don't want no candy. I know what you need. Let me put that down. This, allow, so you can put it in, I can get it. This is what we got to do with our heart. We got to do the cup. We got to open up, allow. Isn't that right? And then we got to be willing to be tamed. Don't stop it. Don't do it. What you mean your kid? They do what? Before they hit, what you do? You start. You know that whatever you stop it. Just freeze for a minute, cause something to get me hit. That's how we got to be when the word comes. Recognize when this thing coming back to hit you, and you start to readdress or reassess whatever action you're getting ready to take. Too many times we wait that after the action happened, and we start questioning versus. That's why we have to get the information so we can prevent. It doesn't mean that some chastisement don't still come, but it's a different when chastisement grows you to some diversity. He just keep beating on me because he loves me. No, he keep beating because you're a dumbass. At some point, even with the child, they got burnt, get hot. No child doesn't learn. They ain't gonna keep coming to us hot. I'm done. I've been burned. I'm not turned. A lot of they get scared to get near it. You know, until they learn now how to approach and how to address. The same thing I do with Yahuwah. Isn't that right? We got to be taught how to address them, how to approach. The stove is not there. It's just you going at it the wrong way, don't it? And then you get yourself burned. You can get yourself hurt, right? You teach them the dangers of cooking, but cooking is also beneficial because you can feed. You can eat from it. But I want to teach you the danger before you go and learn how to cook it before it is. This can hurt. Turn your handles in. Because you can walk by, boom, hit a pot. You can injure yourself or something. So you teach them the danger before you teach them the tube of it. The benefit. And what happened with us? We run straight to him because he's good. Oh, just wave your hand, ain't he? Got to teach him, he'll kill you. Y'all hear when we were taught, say Yahuwah, say it was a consuming fire. That's just being honest. We weren't ever taught the fears of. Not to a degree. Like they taught me in church, you need to sit up. Pop your little kid, you had to be real or you go sleep in that pew. They tell you, say, your ass going to bed early tonight. That's trying to force it. They were trying to teach you certain stuff you didn't do. You didn't come and go to sleep. They said, you're going to bed early from now on. We don't cut up, pay attention. You shouldn't be doing all that walking when you're going. The man talking, man teaching. It was all these little protocols they taught, but they didn't teach us the fear or to the aspiration or to the effect of teaching them. This same man that you coming to the Savior, he'll kill you. Yeah. He will kill you. And people need to know that. Well, you scan them off. No, I'm not scared. I'm trying to keep you from becoming an adult with defects. An adult, this man will come along and then he's going to put vengeance on you because you hadn't been taught. That was the whole purpose when he communicated with us. I'm going to talk with you, and you know why I'm not doing these examples I do with your kid? Because they're not to an age to understand it. But you are. And I'm counting on you to teach them the same things. See that? The father teach the children. The parents teach the children. What happened? We get it, damn them. When it's time, they'll catch on. It's time now. That's the same thing they did in Kaki. They said the time of building Yahuwah house. Said one time. No, they look at the kid. Well, they kind of young. You don't want to put all on the kid. The kid needs. No, this is the best time to put it on them. In the days of their youth before the Rosh Hashanah comes. Y'all got it. We have to look at this. What happened because we don't bought into the psychosis of the system. You got to have stuff for the kids so the kids can play. So the kid, I'm not against kids playing doing, but they didn't know about the fear. He told you, and you father, provoke not your children to, but bring them up in the nurture and the. Constant got to warn them. Constant got to warn them. Y'all hear me? That's the thing it do, because then it can come back and it can bite you. Same thing when it came down to Ali, when it came down to hit Benin. What happened? He didn't stop him though. So sometimes you got to put, ain't got to stop it. You got to stop it now. He tried to tell her the thing that, no, you got to enforce it upon her. This thing will come back and hurt you later. And later on, what happened to them? They wound up dying. So you know what I'm saying? These are the things we have to really consider, how we've done things and the effects of it. We learn in fear after we've done how much damage. Y'all got it. The fear should have been taught to us first. When those people came and they finally came out to meet Yahuwah. Remember, Yahuwah came down and, man, come on, let me see him. Yahuwah, they just coming. He said, man, how you doing? Good to see a colored man doing good. No, sir. He said, man, tell them wash their clothes and stay back. Tell them don't touch the bottom of this heart. I don't want man or beast to touch it. I'm going to kill them. So they understood. They said, we just come out, we excited. Please don't do nothing different. I told you, I'll kill all of you. And he started talking. All they had was fear. He said he wanted to prove. Why he ain't come and hug her? You've been 400 years, you ain't been hugged. You ain't been nurtured. You ain't been killed. Why he ain't come and just talk, make them feel good? Come sit upon me. Let me hold you in my bosom. I ain't seen y'all in so long. It's been over 400-something years. I just want to talk to y'all and just really just bask and soak in this. No. He said, tell them to go wash their clothes and sit there to the third Yamin. Remember to sit there and anticipate what happened. Put a rope around the bottom of the heart. Tell them don't touch it. If any one of them touch it, I'm going to kill them. They're going to die. And then when he spoke, they realized, please don't talk to us again. We're going to die. That before he took them into Jerusalem. He could have took them to Jerusalem right out. And then he said, I could have took them straight in from Mizraim. He said, but they'd have fainted. Man, they got straight in Jerusalem. Then I come in and start putting down this stuff. I don't want to be here no more. I don't like it. No, I need to teach you first. I need to teach you how to conversate, how to approach. I need you to understand how important it is to obey everything I told. When you're listening, I want you to listen with intent to do it. Understand it. Y'all got it? And that's what hurt us. We didn't get this understanding. People just brought us in and told you ain't got to worry about nothing now. You saved. No. You need to worry about going against this man. You were only in your condition. You were only suffering because your fathers went against this man. Now it was to you to understand you could do something that can put your people right back. Our Abba were benefactors of some behaviors of their Abba. Now we're suffering from our Abba. So it was supposed to eventually teach a Tuladah. We can't afford to do this. We can't afford another Tuladah. Think about it. If every time we commit Qatar, if it got to go for Tuladah, you're not going to get tape for us to get right. If I got to go through Austin got to say, let's just deal with me. We ain't going to deal with mama. Let's deal with me. That'll get Austin, his kids, Bryce's kids, then they kids. That'll be 3 generations. One more Tuladah. Got to suffer because of some stuff I done. Now, what'll make you consider that is the fact that let's deal with you. You suffering because of who? Hello? Who you suffering for? Let's say for the sin of your Abba. You don't know. You got to go back further. Look at how long this original would have set up for. He said, I visited the Kataim, the sins of the Abba upon the Benin to the 3rd and 4th Tuladah. How many folk before your mother and your father committed Qatar? So you see where this thing just keep spiraling out of control, and then we never caught on to where somebody eventually got to say, stop. Let's stop the madness. Because it's too detrimental and we'll never get ourselves functional. Why y'all think we're not functional? Because each two keep going, well, they got to get it for themselves. Some of the things that we've reaped have been the benefit, or we've been benefited of bad behavior, bad tutelage, bad eating of our Abba. And then we floated right on. They ate real. They start off with what? Pig feet, chitlins, the snout, the foots. Then we moved up to the chops and the ribs. And they gave us, I can't eat that stuff. Now I eat some ribs. I eat some pork chop, the center court, but all these things, look, what happened to our blood pressure? And what happened to diabetes with diabetes? Now, this benefit, so this one I don't get. So when did it stop then? Why we go to a natural doctor about that tells us, can you fill out this sheet? When I was younger first going, they never used to ask me about my mom and my dad. They had nothing to do with that. I'm here for the examination. Why is these folks need to know about? I need to know about your mother, father, and your maternal grandparents. Did any of them have heart conditions? Did any of them have blood pressure, diabetes? Did any of them have cancer? Don't you know they need to know all that? Why do these folks need to know all that day? Why? Because they know this is going to be part of your detriment. And Mr. Yahuwah been trying to tell her, that's how I visit. I recompense. I repay. And you know who he say he don't do? I by no means clear the guilty. And I'm going to repay all of them that hate me to their face. Right to your face, I'm going to pay you back. Y'all got it? So if we consider that, I think we'll start to get a better result because we'll start reconditioning the way we do stuff. You know, they got battery, they do recondition. Where they take them in, go through them, and then rebuild them, and then they put in fresh acid, and they can sell them down. We got to recondition ourselves. Y'all got it? Because right now we're bad. We got too many burn spots. Because what happened with us, we got a lot of dead cells. We spark and kick at certain point. You get a dead cell, everybody crank, get it going, get somewhere and put you down. It'll look like it's okay till it get tested. And what you don't want to do is get yourself somewhere critical and find out, man, this thing ain't no good. Like your religion. Like what you believe in and how you serve it. It's that critical that we sit down and look at this and realize, why don't we, y'all, fear this man enough that it's just certain things we want to do. It ain't about, my stuff ain't even about y'all find out y'all seeing y'all. I don't even worry about that. Folks video me, I ain't not worried about this because I know what I'm doing. Y'all got it. I don't have the time and the issue. I just ain't got the energy. I don't want to do it. But at the end of the day, if somebody know why I'm over here, he like, bam, you can't see me. You got places that got camera. Did you know they got dead spots in a lot of places where they put camera? You can stand under some of them, and they can't even pick you up unless another camera angled at it. You will say, no matter where you move. He said, can any hide himself in secret places that I should not see him? And it's not a day. You got some place you can stand right. You say, right here. Camera's missing. No way you're going to move. You're going to be out of his sight. Got it? Now, you can move somewhere and step over to where he get where you just got you just put yourself somewhere where I can't barack you. Ain't that right? You can't get a benefit. You like, right? He like, exactly. I can't do nothing for you. Y'all got it? You don't move yourself outside the zone. We learned that from what? What we could use? That's time. City of refuge. City of refuge. That don't play a man can keep himself. He said, but once a man go outside that, he said, man, you brought that on yourself. You brought that. Once you left the city of refuge, that's on you. Isn't that right? He said, it's somebody looking for you. I just seen a guy, hypothetically, he just asked me about you, Ray. He was mad. He had a sword in his hand and a gun. Say he was looking for Ray. If I was you, I wouldn't go out there. Ray, like, I mean, that thing, I don't know who it is though. I mean, I wouldn't go out there. Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me see if I can go out here and talk to him. That's gonna be on Ray. Y'all got it. A lot of us playing with stuff. You don't realize somebody looking for us. Yeah, I'm telling somebody looking for you now. Yahuwah got somebody in jail for every one of us in here now. And you better consider you doing stuff. You get yourself outside. Whatever happened to you, that's gonna be on you. Y'all hear me? I'm like, now, I'm standing inside this ark like I'm bad at threes. Ain't that arch? You see that arch they put in? Some folks don't try to shoot no 3-point. They stay right inside that arch. Ain't that right? So he finally pulled out to redeem himself last night, trying to preach his own little stuff around him. No. But that's the thing that we want to consider. These are the things we want to make sure we implement more of, especially with our beneath our children, our young people. They need that. They don't know what they need. You can't ask no kid what they think they need. You got to teach them. Till they get of age where they can start making decisions for themselves, and it's dangerous to put them out here and they haven't been well equipped. I mean, even with Shaul, he was looking at Daoud finna go out there. He said, man, you know what? I believe you, man. Go ahead and do it. He said, hold, stop, man. Put something on your head. That man around knock your damn head off your shoulder. Man, put something on your chest where you can protect. You know, this joker might punch you right there in the gut somewhere. He did arm and then put everything he had on. At least go out and have some type of protection. He let you get ready to go out here. You finna fight about it. You need to arm yourself. Now, Daoud didn't go with it simply because I had never used it before. I don't know if it's effective. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm looking at you. You ain't did no good and you got it. You know what I'm saying? So it's important. And this is something we got to look at too now. We can mess around our kids, be just like Daoud was. We're going to try to give them something we've been using. They look at, but you ain't been effective with it. You see what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, they look at, I ain't seen no effectiveness with you, what you're using. It really, I don't see it working for you. I ain't seen no benefits. We ain't talking about now carnal benefits of things. We're talking about benefit where I can see attributes that you have. When the book tells us in the book of Galatians, the 5th chapter, that it talks about the works of the flesh, which are these. Then it tells us about the fruit, singular, pari, of the ruach is this. So all these things, none of it came to be money, cars, and houses. Not one of them came up. Not one of them came. None of them came up degrees or any of these things. He just started looking at the attribute. You can take an orange will have more than just vitamin C. That's just one thing you'll know it for. You know what I'm saying? It has other mitigating factors in it as well, other benefits as well. Just like serving Yahuwah, like people say, I just want to be saved. You don't even want to be saved because being saved going to entail more than that. It's got to get some other benefit beside that. What I'm going to do, saved, starving. Saved, homeless, out in the bush, ain't got nothing. Sick. Isn't that right? There's some other factors that go along with it. It's not impossible for those things to happen, but I need to be able to see some other things that Elohim is able to do. Just like EU. Think about that. EU was a man that was known for integrity, as we would call it, because he never veered a turn from Elohim. Let's think about why. What did he have before he was sick? Wellness. What did he have before he lost all his animals? Well, you see what I'm saying? What did he have before he lost all his kids? Had a kid. So when I start saying what Elohim can do, is it because I'm kind of figuring, thinking? I've seen it before. I've seen it before. That's why I'm holding out weight. I understand how I got it now. It wasn't because I made a good deal, Cam wasn't that smart, and I looked up on something. No, Elohim give him, Elohim take it away. If he let me make a shrewd deal with him and he lost it, it called Elohim said, it's time for you to let that go. Somebody else need that. And then he came and took it from me, so I recognize he give it and he take it away. Guess what? Still Baraka the Shem of Yahuwah Elohim. Isn't that right? Let this be a benefit to Hashem that I recognize that I only have what I have and I only don't have what I have because it's his choice. And if he chooses to give it to me or to take it from me, it'll still be right because it's his. And he said, and I can do what I want to do with it. Isn't that right? Same thing he told Ananias and Sapphira. When it came down to everybody started giving what they had, the Charlotte King told them, what we're going to do, everybody that got housing land, we're going to sell it, bring all of it, and we're going to distribute it, and we're going to make it fair. They got there and they said, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody getting more than me. I put so much up there. I ain't going to put everything in. And it came right back later to what happened. When they came in and seen it, they want to know about it. Why did y'all conceal it? Why y'all lied about it? He said, when you had it, wasn't it yours? He said, you could have did what you wanted to do with it. He said, but you took it upon yourself to lie about it. And now, guess what? Now that came to your moot. It fell right there, the man died. And about a space of an hour or so when his wife came back in, his issue, when she came in, she didn't even know what happened. He confronted her about the same thing. Want to know why did y'all consent together with him to lie unto the Ruach HaKodesh? No, you ain't lying to me. You don't lie unto the Ruach HaKodesh. Said, behold, the feet of the men that took your wife, took your husband, set at the door for you. As soon as Joe get back, got to go to another funeral. Take them out the same way. And you know what happened when all that happened? That fear don't never need to go away. You know, right? He just keep on blessing me so much that I don't even fear him no more. They don't even call it, I call it a big old softy. Yeah, you don't cross the line. You don't cross the line. He want to make sure everybody will realize that him. Just because things working, ain't nothing changed. Daoud was told the same thing when it came down to the ark. Don't touch it. Don't touch the table. I got to dance about and dropped that thing and went back. Or maybe they had that princess on them and kicked it back one time and touched it. However it went. As soon as it happened, Yahuwah killed him. Daoud was angry. Ain't nothing changed. I told him nobody was supposed to touch it. Because you would like the folks say, man, you get in the spirit. How much time I heard of when you get in the spirit, man, you can't control the spirit. Spirit that had you go, ain't no spirit come from Elohim that's of Elohim for the purpose of salvation gonna put me in no detriment. That's right. What happened? You know what happened? Why he touched that? Lean to his own understanding. See what happened? Lean to his own understanding. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Living right, doing right, should be able to do whatever. As Yahoo. You go in there, you can do it too. Whatever somebody doing, you can do the same thing. And the people that told Musha about it, when Corey them kicked up. Man, you take a lot on yourself saying the whole congregation is Kodash. I don't see nothing, everything you're doing, any one of us should be able to do that. That's why he went back and consulted Yahuwah. He said, I know how to handle that. Tell them folks to come out. You know, I know how to handle it right quick. We'll straighten all this out right here. And he let them know, he said, I hadn't took one book off from them. Not one thing. He looked at, I'm not taking that from them. These folks kicked up, Yahuwah dealt with them. Opened their rock and swallowed them up. Get what everybody realize. Musha, I don't mind being an Indian. I ain't never want to be no chief. They were talking like that. He let them know, man, because people you'll jump to think things are okay to do stuff or other groups, other people. Man, you can't run with everybody. Even Cup told you that some think it's strange that you don't run to the same excess of ride. You don't believe what they do. They'll speak evil of you. See, a lot of y'all to get drug in like that. You'll start mocking, run your mouth, or somebody else do it. You don't want to be on the outside. You want to look like you're in the group, you're on the end. Folks will have you on the outside for real, though. Yep. You got to be real careful because you don't do it. Listen, whatever come up to happen, Yahuwah correct it. That's right. Hey, you don't correct it. Same thing they can't listen. Yahushua, when he sat down and he talked to the Rosh Kohan, he automatically slapped him in his mouth. And you heard Yahushua told him, so you going to buzz hell wide open too. No, sir. He was the ruler of their arm. He said, you're not supposed to revile the ruler of your arm. That's your Torah. He said, I ain't changed that. Shaul did it. When he sat down and told him and let that joker look at it, let him know straight up the fact, what the fact was. Look here, man. Let the man know you a cover up. And he ordered the man said, go slap that joker straight in his mouth. That man slapped him dead in his mouth. That just said, all of him was going to do the same thing to him, smite you. Say, you going to do something contrary to the Torah. He said, the book also said you ain't supposed to revile the ruler of your arm. Show say that too. Hey, that is the book, though. You're not supposed to revile them. See, a lot of stuff folk do it. You ain't supposed to do it. That's right. Now, Shaul told you he was wrong, but guess what? They didn't change what he set up. Because, see, you start putting yourself in a position you ain't supposed to be in. A lot of y'all in here think you in a position. You really ain't in nothing. That's right. Because you'll know a lot of stuff you wouldn't even do it. That's right. That's tight. That's Shaul. Think about this. Yahushua done appeared to you. I ain't seen him. You know what I'm saying? Yahushua done told you go, done set, protect. Folk done touch your clothes. Listen, just take off your clothes. Folk, who's sick? Just touch it. Folk here, all this stuff happening for you. Even the Shadim done told them, say, listen, who are you? They something, who are you? They said, I don't know you. I know Yahushua and I know Shaul. That's right. Well, when that Rosh Kohan said something to you, though, you took it upon yourself to time out correcting it. Still got an order. That's what I try to tell these folks. These folks, they don't know order, though. That's what happened. That's what mess folks up all the time. You got no order. And that's what mess us up. Because people start to look at, well, I could change this and I could do that. No, you do that at your house. They come out of Yahuwah way. That's why he told you, it's Talmud. That's complete. He ain't going to let no ruler get away with nothing. You think that man wrong, Yahuwah said, well, I can't touch it. He don't. No, I got an order. Yahushua, what you think they did to the order? He'd have jumped up there and cussed that man out. And that's what I said, curse. Not what these folks, y'all know these folks don't know what the word curse is anyway. But he'd have just snapped on that man and went off on. Other people gonna respect him? No, sir. No. That man just cut you down, man. Ain't worry about no book, man. Bump you, man. You ain't nobody. Look at that. It's an order. All he can tell man said, if I done wrong, then for the wrong. But if I ain't done wrong, then it should have happened. That's right. It's only so far he go. He look at that's the ruler of the arm. He look at he a ruler now. That's right. He want folk popping up in his face. So you had to learn the order first of how it worked. Ain't that right? So how you gonna know how, people don't realize, how you think you don't know how to act in the Malkut if you don't know how to act down here? That's right. Because there's an order. He told when they came into the Malkut, when I get here, gonna do. When I put on my shoe, I'm gonna walk all over God's heaven. Y'all remember that song? You're like, get their ass out of here. You know, when I popped up, went in the inner sanctuary, you ain't supposed to be. And just walk around there popping curtain and looking. Drop down here on the krill like that, drunk up the water. You done. You done. Stuck on the tree of light, just climbing, just hanging like a monkey. Look at me, Mom. Look at me, just swinging one hand. You done. Get you out of him. Ain't that too much going on? Ain't that right? And you try to get people to understand there's an order. And people got to learn the order, and that's what done hurt us. They done gave us church protocol. This is sit here, let's just sit and wait on the Spirit to come. How the Spirit lead. Man, so much bad information down here, and it's damaged us. So we got to go back and try to correct all this bad ideology. And again, that's why we're here. Yes, sir. Right? Yes, sir. All right, so we'll try to get ready to look and see how this thing go, how Mr. Yahuwah see fit. Gentlemen, please. Hadu, Yahuwah, Elohim, which is thanks to the existing one, the mighty ones. We give obedience unto you with all respect. We're sorry for what we haven't done, which are many things, more than we could number or speak or even repent from. But we yakra on your shem, which is called upon your name, because we seek your halal, which is your direction or your guidance. We seek you for understanding through your dabarim, which is through your words, asking you to open our understanding in our laws, which are in our minds, that we might understand the kitabins, which are your writings, the scriptures. Baraka us, and let your sefer, which is the scroll of the books, be our guide, be our Yeshua, which is our Savior, our deliverer. Baraka us and lamed us, which is to show and instruct us and teach us, that we might receive the Ruach HaKadosh, which is the spirit of separation. Seal us unto the human redemption. Baraka us and make us a joint heir with the Mashiach, which is the anointed one. Baraka us, which is bestow a gift or a benefit upon us, according to the Berith Shabbat, which is the covenant that you vowed to Abraham, Yitzchak, Jacob, the Yahudim, to Yasharal and their Tuladah, which are their generations, even unto us and our generations, which are Tuladah. Baraka those that are watching in, that we palau and commit to you in palau. They ask us to palau for them in every malkum to strengthen them in their understanding. Grant them their love's desire, which are their heart's desire. Baraka the out of towns and strengthen them and be their nakum, which is their consolation. In the midst of and because of their separation, keep them that they might know that you always and that they are hard, which is have an affectionate connection. Baraka those that are going through troublous time, through storms and floods and earthquakes and captivity. Those that are on the edge of despair in the midst of doubt, recover our young people, especially our benim and those that are here, that you will baraka them, which will bestow a gift or a benefit upon them, that they might zakah you always, which is as to mark as to remember. Search us and see if there be any rosha darak, which are any evil ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the arak everlasting, which is the way of life. Let the debar of our paw, which are the words of our mouth, let the meditation of our lives, which is of our hearts, be acceptable in your which is in your sight. And as we prepare to move further, we ask that you would take full control, that you get the tahalim, the praise, the kabod, the glory, and the kabod, the honor, in the shem, which is the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, which is the anointed one. Let us all say, Amen. Yeah. Y'all ready? Yes, sir. Who are willing to take us on a fantastic voyage? Got my pen. Man, once we get with Yahuwah, it's going to pay for it all. This is Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
For whatever was written before.
Nikatab for our lamed.
Was written to teach us, to show us, and to instruct us.
That we through endurance.
Don't quit. What did y'all just give me? That's right, a Marshalline, which was concise. Y'all got right to the point. That's right, going through without giving way or giving up. And?
In Nakum.
A reward. That's right. We want to get a reward. Listen.
Of the Ketubim.
Of the writings.
Might have Tikva.
And that's right. Got a chord, connection. Or we'll look at your call, which is an expected weight. And the only reason why we expected some is in anticipation because of what was written. Since I said that, pick up Acts of the Shalachims 1. And since I said that, 1, 10, 9, 7. Let me see. Let's see one. I gave Lee some, a couple of them I heard some stuff I told him I think would be some good hits y'all could do. So y'all could take some of these folks' stuff they got out here. Because a lot of stuff they got, they stole it from us anyway. A lot of stuff that people go out here and they get and the rap stuff and the beats, they didn't get. They didn't make up that stuff. A lot of stuff all came over from what they call from religious gospel and stuff like that. Ray Charles made his money doing that. A lot of stuff folks took, they just took it and they just amped it up a little bit. You look at it like Baptist slowed us down. Baptist was, I don't know what now. Just you went with your grandmother who went. What was it? Catholic, Baptist, Church of like a holiness. Church of Christ is considered holiness.
They didn't consider that, but
for real?
It's called Church of Christ.
Yeah, Church of Christ is holiness though.
Church of Christ.
Hold on for a minute. Say it again, Justin. That's what I need. Yeah, you need to go here. Exactly. No, Church of Christ is like a holiness. Church of God in Christ. All those churches used to be kind of together. You got what's the one out of Memphis? That head one. Kojic is what? Church of God in Christ. That's what it was. Church of God in Christ. Church of Christ. A lot of them stemmed off from it. Bishop Mason started that. Yeah, come from Azusa Street. Most of y'all heard of Azusa Street? That's in California. That's their belief. That's what they teach. That's why you have the apostolic movement. Their claim to fame is Azusa Street. Josh familiar with Azusa Street, aren't you? Greek. That's tight. He late again. Kingdom just lost 5 points. But now Azusa Street is in California. That's where a lot of them guys started at, late 1800s. So those guys believe what they try to say is what happened on Azusa Street is what happened in Acts of the Shalakim, the 2nd chapter, that they were all there in the Ruach HaKodesh poured on. That's why they come up with the Tarian. A lot of this stuff most of these folks don't know. The apostolic churches, they all come from up under there. Bishop Lawson was the first bishop for that movement. He had about 70 elders under him. And all those guys broke off because he wouldn't make them bishop. They wanted to be like junior bishops. He wouldn't do it. They were like, he'll be the chief apostle. That's what those guys like a lot of the Holy Church. When they say bishop, most of them just go here. They'll try to say they're apostle. But they don't even know what they're talking about. Because a lot of these folks, they don't know what they're doing. They're just grabbing stuff and running. They were just some people had a good memory for scripture. And they had some, I mean, they put some stuff together. They had some basis for some things. But what happened with a lot of those guys you see, they wound up falling out. They got off. Got into other marriages and other stuff. And Bishop, probably one of the biggest one people know is, what's that bishop? The one Janice copy all the time. Yeah, Bishop John, S.C. Johnson. He broke off from him too. He left out, he felt like lots of them had got too lax. Mason broke off, that's how he started the Church of God in Christ. They definitely kind of ostracized him. If you see, he has the largest movement though. Out of anybody, Church of God in Christ is large. They about the largest Baptist. They outgrew everybody because they went. Listen, it went right where it's a homosexual movement now. That's what happened. Every time you keep dropping the standard, they just get worse and worse. See, when Mason started, they didn't have women preachers either. But see, everybody keep thinking they better. That's what happened. All these religions, that's what happened. They break out. They all started dropping out. You had folks like Bishop Smallwood. Y'all wouldn't know a lot of these guys. Kept Bonner. Bonner came back. Bishop Bonner, he lived to be in his late 90s. Most of these folks don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Bishop Bonner. His church was pretty big. So I think it was Church of the Lord Jesus Christ. It's all a different one. Then you got all these other guys that steal them off from other people right now. What's this other guy they had? Goodwin. Goodwin was huge. He had a big movement too. Bishop Randolph Goodwin. Yeah, these guys, they started messing around. He was blind, wouldn't go to the doctor, cataracts. These jokers, they didn't believe in going to the doctor. They just didn't believe it. A lot of stuff these folk came, they just made a mess out of themselves. But, you know, over time, things showed up. Then people broke off from him, and people kept going. All these folk, but Hunter, most of them remember Bishop Hunter. Bishop Hunter was huge. North Carolina, Conway, he made a mess too. Another one made a mess. He taught, he was strict, hard teaching. Wasn't nobody saved. If you had N, wasn't no of, you had of, you weren't saved. Yeah, they fought for years. You had to be in, it's not of. The other one said, no, it's not in, it's of. So these guys fought this stuff of them. Yeah. They say, Jenny claimed he supposed to say something to Hunter about that stuff of you saying of, you not saved, or your church not right. They were saying yours said of the apostle doctrine. So you had of, and these folks so dumb, they look, he had of the apostle doctrine in there. So these folks running, they just make such a, man, that stuff so trivial. You know what I'm saying? Because they are of Elohim, hear this word. If any man be in the Mashiach, how you fighting this stuff? This is just the dumbest argument. But this, let me tell you what's dangerous. The fact that these men were so well versed and knew, read, and understood, you know, knew this, but their vessel was so dumb, they argued over of and in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to fight who was holding what Johnson had. Johnson, from my understanding, was an adulterer. He had to wind up let his wife go. There's a lot of stuff. They died in Jamaica. Died in Jamaica. Left all them folks screwed up to this day. Them folks don't have a pastor. They all over the place. They done broke up into so many groups, just sitting around listening to tape. You listen to that, them. When he was teaching, they went cassette tapes. They don't reel to reel. Y'all heard, listen. That's how old the tapes are. Them dumb bastards just sitting there listening. I said, no, you don't understand this man. It's impossible. They sat there, listen, nobody preach, and they take up money. And doing better than a lot of these churches. With a pastor. Them folks sitting their money, them folks, a lot of them old folks dying out there, die off over time. You got to keep weeding out all the bad blood. All the people keep breaking off for them. Then Anthony took it over. One guy, homosexual. He gave it to his homosexual, that boy, El Shaddai, that whatever, Sheldon, Omega Sheldon, he messed it up, took it over out. He was a bookkeeper, and come to find out, they try to say he slept with his mother. That's how these folks got all kinds of history with these folks. A lot of these folks don't know about these people. That's how he wound up again. He was homosexual. He had adopted a homosexual son who took it over. These folks, them made a mess out of the whole thing. See, but I'm tell you why. Because when it ain't right, it's going to come up. It's going to come up. That's why you got to keep a hard stance on so much stuff, to break stuff from kids and all. You got to break it because you know the homosexual is going to take it over. They'll outnumber you. You can have a little weed pack in your yard, leave it there and see what happens. It'll transfer before you know it. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, man, weeds overtake grass. It'll overtake it. You know what you got to do? You got to constantly keep fertilizing grass. You got to constantly keep watering, keep protecting grass. Then you got to, at the same time, you got to kill weeds. Because anybody you do, before get it, listen, that become people's job. They become proficient in killing weeds. Weeds are transfer. People don't realize when you cutting grass and you hitting that grass wet, that's the blood of that grass. So you go to the other yard, you just keep cutting, weed. That's how weeds transfer. Most folks don't know. They say, man, how I got the weed? Because the blades, you got to go there and change them blades, probably clean them blades, you got to take them out. You got to get rid of them. Where's the iron? You're going to lose them. You sharpen blade, you get rid of them, you got to put new blades in. You start transferring weeds. Most of y'all don't know that, though. I done did some of everything. Hello? Right. Those weeds will grow and overtake the grass. That's why you got to constantly keep first. Then get what to do. You go back and you reseed. That's how you think your grass ain't going to just stay and go. You come in there, you got to do it. That's what you got to do. Aerate. Put holes in the ground, put the holes in there so it can breathe, and you're going to drop them seeds in there. Ain't that right? So you can keep it, just like the noon, so you can keep it. You ain't going to put a different seed unless you change the grass. You're trying to keep the same thing going. Y'all got it? The same thing we do when y'all come in here. I'm aerating. We got to dig down there where we can come in, we can drop some fresh seeds so we can keep going, keep growing. Because believe it or not, weeds drop in. Hello? And they'll transfer. Okay. Don't worry about it. Y'all smarter than me anyway. So you're thinking. All right, let's see. This is Acts of the Apostles, Acts of the Shalakim, sorry. They call it Acts. It's not apostles, it's Shalak. A sent one, a Shalakim, that means the sent one. That's what it means. These guys taught years ago. All these guys got him made a man. That an apostle is someone that either was taught by Yahushua or got it by revelation. A shalak is a sent one. I don't know why these people sit around and make so much mess and try to run titles. Just do the work. That's right. Just do the work. I don't know why people just keep do the work. Your work, it'll manifest itself. I don't know why folks, all these guys career try to, and they put so much emphasis on the title. I've never found one do no good with it. They always grabbing something trying to push the title. Just do the work. That's right. Just do the work. The work will prove you out. Like Yahushua told them. Listen, let's see what happened right quick. Since I brought that up, that's 14, Yuchanan, 14:11. Let's see what's up. Yuchanan. Sound like them clowns get up there and do all that little game and they be doing. I don't have no script wrote up. If I did, I won't have to do all that thinking about where I'm going on and stuff. We'll look up something, we'll take off from there. We look up where I look them up with y'all. If I don't look it up, I tell you I looked it up. Y'all got at the end of the day, we just want information. Listen what happened. Listen.
Among me that I am in the Abba.
You hear what he told you to do what now?
Among me that I am in the Abba.
You want me to believe that you are in the Abba?
Yes, sir. And the Abba in me, or else among me for my very work's sake.
Okay. Stop. Okay. 12, it says it in the next verse in the Greek. I mean the Latin. Okay. The 11th verse don't have it on in the Latin. It got it in the 12th. Correct? Go back to 11. Let me see. See, 11 says to him, or else believe me for the very work's sake. Over him, it don't have it. You got to go to the 12th verse. You see that on the Latin side. You got to go to the 12th verse to see it. So he just told you to do something. He told you to believe him for his very work's sake.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right? So listen, if you don't go with what I told you, what you saying? That's what he told. Do the work. Right. He said, I told you, listen, believe what I told you. Okay. Look at the work. Right? Right? Where would that conversation come from? That he just told you, believe him for his work's sake. Let me guess, y'all ain't never heard it. What you thinking?
I don't know.
Say it louder. What you say? I can't hear you. What Musha said? Why you say Musha? Hold on for a second. I heard Dr. K. What you say, Dr. K? Dr. K. Don't try to point back at that man. You said, he said, he did it work. What you thinking?
So I'm thinking out loud.
You were thinking out loud. You know your thinking got a voice? Most folks thinking don't have no, but how many of y'all thinking got a voice that other people can hear? Ray, you got one? That's tight, right? Where your cape at? No, the other one, no, we gotta. No, what you thinking? I'm gonna get back to you. He did the work.
Yeah. They had to believe how he did the work. He told them show it to him first.
Show it to him first. They did the work. All right, what you saying, sir? He said, never mind. No, I understand what Kerry was saying. He said, I think I could. I could. Well, I mean, let me do all that work. What you thinking, Ryan? Oh, Tom Lee. You said show him a sign before taking him out. Oh, okay. Probably go down. 7828 Tahaleen. Now what they saying, they did show signs before they took him out. Let's see how I think. Isn't that right? All right, this is Tahalim, they call Psalms 7828. I'm sure I'm up further than I need to be, but we'll read down. I think I want probably 32 or something, but that's fine. Let's read down. All right, listen.
And he let it fall in the midst of their camp, round about their habitations. So they did eat and were well filled, for he gave them their own desire.
Well, he said it was completely filled. Come back down. Well filled. It's good to satisfy, completely filled. Because we look at Talmud, completely filled. Same way we look at how he filled them up, the same way we look at when he talked about the Ruach HaKodesh. It always talk about it being filled with it.
Yes, sir.
They put filled exceedingly. And he gave them their desire. That makes sense too. Even the completely filled, let's see what the action happened after. Listen.
They were not estranged from their lust.
Hold on, stop. They were not disappointed of their desires. That's different. Estranged from their lust, I took that in a different manner. So like when a woman said this to her estranged husband, that's somebody she's not with anymore. So, but here, this is a different reading. He said they were not defrauded of that which they craved. This is different. I wouldn't take that from estranged love. Would you take that the same way?
Yeah.
You would?
Like separated from like, yeah.
I'm saying, but the way here, but
Oh,
this,
the
this is
defrauded
not
one
saying,
don't make sense. Like it's more, but
these
disappointed
two,
and strange.
this be the saying basically he didn't defraud. See, that's what you wanted. I didn't short you on it. You know what I'm saying? Defraud mean I took some from you by undue force. Here he said, here the Greeks recorded they weren't disappointed. I gave you what you wanted. Got it? But here he said they were not estranged from their lust. I mean, you could counter, but I wouldn't take it that way in reading. In reading, I would have actually took it strange saying that they were still held to their old habits, a way they never separated from, and that's not what he's saying. See what I'm saying? I would have never picked that. Would you about to have picked it up just reading James? Would any of y'all would have picked it up from reading James? Basically, because the Greeks don't say, he said they were not disappointed of their desires. They were completely filled. That's what I wanted. You gave me what I wanted. They wanted meat. We had been getting lacam. One sort of manna. So they're looking at now. We said we wanted meat, and he gave it to us, and we weren't disappointed. We were completely filled. We didn't eat and say, "I'm still hungry." No, they were filled. Here they said they weren't defrauded. He didn't defraud them. Now defraud got to have a different meaning because defraud means to take something by undue force. Y'all got it? Or I mean, I don't know. Just put up defraud. That might be one.
Like why it says the same though, because their desire was to have that.
Exactly.
Saying they weren't estranged.
Exactly. But see, if we just read James without them, we wouldn't have known that. We wouldn't have knew it. Okay. To me, I wouldn't have known that. I wouldn't have saw it that way till I saw this. So I understand why they putting it strange now.
Gotcha.
But before we looked at the Latin and the Greek, my whole taking when I saw that, when they said they weren't estranged, that he gave them something and they still had that same old way about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Based on saying they weren't estranged from their lust. Because, you know, we look at lust, you're craving a strong desire for something. So typically we always use lust. It's never been used in a good way. Lust has always been used. You like say, I'm lusting. You say, oh, man, that's a sin. You getting a bit lusting. But here he said when estranged from their lust. So the way we see and hear things makes a difference of how we kind of define it or how we understand it. Y'all know what I'm saying? So, then I started, I said, I could see why he said it, but I would have never been able to put it together without seeing the Latin and the Greek. Y'all understand that? I know you're more astute on
what
the.
What happen, but what you said is correct, is that a lot of us, when we're taught something, like when you say habitual behavior, right? A lot of us, depending on how we first learn that word,
Exactly.
the context, we always associate with
Exactly.
that. And it always, so like it's strange when you first read, like not you, but a lot of us when we read that, are learned that it was given either in a negative or positive light. So
Exactly.
anytime you hear it,
You're going to
like,
what? You exactly. What he said, for those that could hear him, he's saying that because of, and he's exactly right. That's why I asked. I know he's, more knowledgeable on the English. Not saying nobody else isn't. But typically, the way we're given a word, that's the way we kind of look at it. Like you say, quit bitching. Yeah. He just called me a female dog. The word bitching means complaining. Yeah. Now, I'm not telling you. So now, but the way I heard the word, we finna fight because you just called me a hoe or a dog. I ain't no hoe your mama want. No, he's basically saying stop. Can we look at the word bitching? So people can see that and we'll come back. Hold on, let me get this so we don't have to come back, please. Illegally obtain money from someone by deception. So now we look and say they weren't defrauded. We're looking at it's okay. They weren't, something was taken from them by deception. So it wasn't a deceptive act in giving them the meat, what I would have to take, based off of just, reading that. Third person defraud. Okay, okay. Illegally obtain money from someone by deception. So they used the fraud that he didn't. I got him, but swindled, cheated. They weren't robbed. They weren't deceived, duped. Like folks say, you done duped me. You know what I'm saying? People would use that dupe. I don't know if I thought it had D-U-P. I probably start with D-O-P, even though that would be dope. Got to be dope. That's a hoodwink. So we know it wasn't talking about money, but he was letting them know they weren't defrauded. They got what they asked, okay? So using the fraud in that sense, but like he's saying, the way you hear a word, which is exactly right, is the way you typically look at that word. That's why it's important when we look at words sometimes, it can have more than one, depending on how you, because what people look at the word bitch. The word bitch is, let's do this, boss. Look at the word bitch first. Then we'll look at the change of it. Because you think ing just means more of kind of a sense. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing you totally changed the meaning with ing. You know right? If I said sing a song, I'm asking you to sing how many? If I put S on sing, or sing some songs. So we just put an S on it, but then we added song. I don't know that might be the quite exact, but you're putting the S on it versus the S-O-N, the S-O-N, the S-O-N-G, S-O-N-G-S, plural. So now we're going from bitch, singular, how it's going to give us the meaning, to when you put the ing, it totally changes the meaning. But because we look at the word bitch, how we know the word bitch is, we're going to look at it as that. You call me a female dog. Or you call me, I ain't no hoe. The word bitch is not hoe. Now we'll look it up and see, okay? Okay, bitch is a bitch. Female dog, wolf, fox, or otter. I never knew they went, otter. I never looked at an otter. None of these are fox. None of this stuff. But see, that's just showing. I'm sure this changed. If we went back to where it originally part of etymology, it would go back there. Then look at what, shrew, a cow, which we say a heifer. They would call a female cow a heifer. A witch, now never call a witch a bitch. Never, this just came around. A cat. These are words they're saying are simple, and they say these are offensive to a woman. I guess because she's a cow, a witch, or a cat, or a she-devil, a hellcat. So these folk buying these cars, they don't even know they driving a bitch. Now, I'm telling you what happened. You take some of the defrauding they've done to us when they giving us word. Because how we know this? Like now, you don't know somebody what's up, cat? And I could be be playing you. Why don't they? Because we in the car, what's up, cat? You know what I'm saying? People used to say this, something called me, or call each other, what's cat? And that was supposed to be like slang for like, you a cool cat. People, you know what I'm saying? But now, looking at this, see, that just show you how much we don't know. But then you got to look at where we pick up the slang from. Did they? That's how they did. 9 times they infiltrated us. Start throwing the word, man. That means cool. You a cool cat. No, you a cool bitch. Based off of the meaning. Y'all see what I'm saying? Stuff that we not familiar. You don't understand. They tell you these are similar. So a lot of times they do us in the fact that we don't know that you've been slicked. A quick little throw in on it. Now, some people don't know. The average person not going to know that. But you got to think about the people that wrote this who come in our community and infiltrate us with little saying. We come back and they're like, where you get that from? Yeah, see, that mean like, like you cool. Like, then you're okay. You want to show your new word off to John and then shoot the cat. Now, it become a saying among us. Now they sit back and watch. Look at all them dumb bitches. This is not stuff we pick up. There's no reason for me to make a man or put a similarity with a man with a cat. And it goes. There's no reason. Why would I just come? What's up? We to say that. We call man cat daddy. You know what I'm saying? That guy we knew they called him black cat. Because they were dark skinned. That was their name, black cat. People know they call him cat. We got in the country, I had a guy named Cat. I can't work with you for so long. You remember that? Burden. One of the birds, his last name, they call it Cat. I know he ain't crazy. Why they used to call him Cat? Just Cat. So I know people they call Cat. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times people don't even know how far stuff goes. And I'm telling you, this is not something we picked up on our own. And you'll be thinking, well, I don't use those words. I don't talk like that. And nigga, you don't know what you use. You've been infiltrated. That's how they get it. How you think cocaine came? A nigga went, picked up cocaine. I'm going to go get this to all the people. Because they infiltrate us. They pull people out and show us, this is what we're doing. You want to look cool. Like, what you doing, man? You know, my white friend. Oh, let me try a little bit of that. Before you know it, they went. Now they get back, they get off of it. Now you're a crackhead. How y'all think they get in our community? Typically we'll do the saying, monkey see. Because when they used to do that, when we would try to follow other people, they gave it to celebrities. They gave it to artists. They were great artists, great singers, what? On crack, cocaine, amphetamine, all these drugs. So what you want? You want to be an artist. So what you do? You start to mimic. So y'all look at certain people that's been viewed to be great. Pac been known to be one of the great writers. And people mimic Pac's style. People try to take from Pac how Pac serious was, how Pac was dedicated to what he did and what he believed in. Some people even buy into the philosophies of. That's how they get us. A person who is completely subservient to another. Well, that just called every black person in America. Hey, cat! That's us. And guess what now? You ain't got to believe me. Don't believe me what I said. Believe me for your work's sake. See, guess what? They ain't got to call you that. Ben I cracker, Ben I cracker. Why would I call that? Hey, go give me that. See how they get us? Whole time we be thinking, somebody, they don't use that word around me. Ben I call, nigga, I ain't got to use the word. I ain't got to use the word. I got you doing the word. See, that's why these folks, now, perhaps everybody got up, all the motherboard been choking. It's in the dictionary. I'm trying to just show you how to take away the power. And a lot of the ignorance of us is what's killing us. When we understand, now we know we're being duped. You need to know you're being played. All right, come on. All right. Use as a form of address. I'm free. I don't know who talk like that. I don't know who talk like that. Now I'm black. We don't use word. Y'all ever heard that? I'm free. What? From where? See, but just showing y'all. Look at your power. Look, informal. See, this is stuff people don't know formally how they use stuff. How you use stuff formally. Us, how we do. Inform a difficult or unpleasant situation or thing for you. Say, man, this thing a bitch to fix. Yeah. It's a whore to fix. So now the word being used, who you just call a hoe? Now they're showing you. See, white people, they're typically know how, because they know how to use a word. And see what I'm saying? Because it's formal or informal. When we knew stuff like that, for the average of us, y'all got what I'm saying? Knowing how to be informal. Now he's telling, you just called my stove a female hoe. Your mama one. He used it in the sense of how hard it is to fix something. Look, a complaint. My big, I don't know what they got going on there. I don't even get it. My big bitch is that there's nothing new. Okay. This is what complaint as a complaint. He said, this is what I'm complaining about. There's nothing new here. I would never wrote this like this. This is not a good example. That's not a good example. But see, they show you how the word goes to a complaint. Isn't that right? So they show. So now, when a person uses the word, how are they using it? Informally or formally? Are they using it as them complaining? You know what I'm saying? What it was? My big bitch. Who you calling a big hoe? Your mama big hoe. You understand? Are y'all all right? Yes, sir. Let me tell you what, you can't possibly go through this book unless you start really understanding English language too. This is why they hurt us at. Although you might feel I'm justified in my action or retaliation, you didn't understand how it's being used. And then therefore you missed the real meaning of it. Got it? And then the hurt come in on you. Because when we don't know, it hurts us. But white people don't know it hurt. They don't know us. Does it hurt white people? No, it hurt us. Y'all see what I'm saying? It hurt us. When we don't know something, it hurt us. Y'all see what I'm saying? White people are people that benefit either way. They ain't got to know you. Listen, you don't even know me. Yes, I do. You're a jigaboo coon nigga. I'm just saying, some of them give you those kind of, like, man, I ain't got time. You're just stupid. How you done rape white women and take our kids? They're talking stupid, but guess what? It's still a benefit to them. It don't hurt them. When I say it's a benefit, it doesn't take anything away from them not to know. We're the only people that can't afford not to know something. From the English language to how stuff works, from business to education to healthcare. We got to know. Let me tell you, we talked about it before. Go to the doctor. Tell me, nigga don't ask questions. We go, check a check, check ear, ring him out, do it, keep going. We don't sit down and have dialogue conversation about what's going on. We basically get told. Are there any other options? I want to get a second. They'll give white people the option of second opinions. Because they look at, you could be wrong. And that should be to anybody. You could be wrong. We go, my doctor told me something. Did you try to look in and see another doctor? For what? Because there are some people that specialize in certain areas that although the first diagnosis is correct, guess what? I know how to alter that. I can give you some things we can do a corrective surgery, or there is medication that can be taken. And so the other guy, he want to cut sooner we can. Next one get it said, well, I typically see a lot of these. I deal with this a lot. And there are some medications that I use, prescribe, that have been very beneficial and have corrected it without surgery. But because we don't ask, and whenever we told something, that's pretty much it. We walk around, hell, we look like Frankenstein. All we got to do is like this here. You see what I'm saying? Because we're not, let me tell you, we had to be educated on so much stuff. It's so much we don't know. It is so much we don't know. They don't tell us. There's so many things you do, adjustments. Besides the basic adjustments you got, you go to a basic chiropractor. There are other things you need to do, and there are other adjustments, other chiropractors that are more astute in the art of adjustment that can actually give you better benefit than just the regular put on the table and clack, and throw you off. I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that don't get adjusted you don't know, and because you don't know, they don't even offer it to you. We never had the conversation. You didn't ask. So they don't even teach. Let me tell you something. We gotta take time out and just kind of go over how to even have a medical conversation in the movement, because let me tell you, everything around you is detrimental. So everything that you get yourself involved with, you need to know more about it. You just got to know more about it, at least into the fact of questioning. If I don't know, taking note. Like I remember, I can't remember who exactly. There's some people say their mom go in the hospital. They don't just sit there, they get notes. You come in, what's your name? Get shift time to the time you came in, talk with you. Let me ask you that. What is that, huh? The IV. Well, this is such. Hold on a second, let me look at, they writing it down. You know they start looking at it. They damn folks finna be checking behind me. And then they come, they want to know why somebody coming, who's on duty. Could you get the doctor in here? I want to talk to the surgeon. These folks look at, I got to be on my P's and Q's. Versus I add, man, good to see you, whatever. You know, shit done ran out, folks dead, they just leaving now, they watching TV. Ass stuck in the TV. I'm telling you, there's some people, y'all know. Listen, they got a log. When you came in, what you gave, what's your name, what's your shift time. So they start talking. And them folks realize, oh hell, this doesn't go court. Let me tell you something. Don't know that. Now your ass walking that time out, I got impeccable memory. Get your ass out the stand. When you have a law written, them folks know this shit he ain't made up. They can go pull a law. That person was at work. That was the Medicaid. It's too detailed. But most times we don't. Nobody tell it. I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. They might do something. Hell, they already done something to you. Your ass scared to ask questions. I don't want them to handle my mom. That's why I'm asking questions. Now I have a paper trail they're more sincere looking at. We got to cover our ass. They writing this stuff down. Everybody name coming in the Times. The doctor not talking on their head. Hold on. What are you recommending? What are you saying? Is this something we had to do? So there are other alternatives. Yeah. Okay. So we can talk to somebody else. Versus, a lot of times they come and conversate, they conversate with us that these are your only options. They don't conversate with us, listen, you have a host of options. Very few doctors have taught us like that. So we just tend to take, and why I'm telling you this, because it stems to other things we have other opportunities for. But because no one ever presents it to us to say, these are all your choices. And now I got options. Let me consider. What's the detriment if I don't take this and that? Well, really, it's the same. So I could actually try either one, but since we're kind of more or less just shooting for the C, versus it's either this or that. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of people just giving us those two deliverance, and that kills us mentally off the rip. I don't have no other options. Y'all got it. Only time you don't want no, well, only time giving you no other option, it benefits for you when it comes to salvation. You're going to take the right way or the wrong one. I don't have these. Well, you flip them out and you got a whole bunch of choice. But it comes down to a lot of things that we've been put in position to have to take. It's because people more or less kind of forced us into it because you didn't give me enough information. Okay, that's me. Y'all, we ain't got to. Parker, you said put the bitching, express displeasure, grumble. They bitch about everything. You see that? So he called them a female dog. So it's showing you how they use it for complaining. That's a difference. And the only reason I'm telling you, I ain't tell you to so you don't. I don't want y'all doing that with each other, saying, "Oh, we're gonna." I don't want that because I don't want to even get into people trying to pick out and then become a disrespect. I'm not even trying to teach you for that. I just want to take the fear out of things and you understand things. I understand things better. So you know when you hear something, it ain't. I know nobody call me no bitch. I understand the word. I don't have to give reverence or kudos to the word, or cadence to the word. I understand what you're saying though. You got it? What's up, Cap? I got you now. I just marked you. Because I know I'm catching you. I'm watching you. I'm going to watch you know how many times. See, like a lot of word that comes up. What's up, baby? What's up, Bubba? We used to say, what's up, baby Bubba? So Bubba for white people in capital, it means nigga. You know, we used to say it. Now you ask yourself, where the hell we get the word Bubba? How many of y'all know black folk named Bubba? Forrest Gump. She read, you know a Bubba. That man don't know your ass. We talking folk know you back. But you, hold on, Yoshi got some. Who you know I ain't Bubba. Who that is, Yoshi? They from the city or the country? They from Oklahoma?
They from the city.
City of what?
They live in
Arizona, Oklahoma? Yeah, I know him. But you know, it's very few of them. But see, when they would call you Bubba, that was their way of slicking you, calling you nigga. Without saying Nick, yeah, they would call it. They been on the radio. It got busted with them years ago about it. They would say, we got some bubbas over here. That was they will call. Because see, they keep changing. Once you learn, they change. So you'll start missing stuff when they say stuff, just thinking, and then you say, he called everybody bubbas. Ain't no big deal. Yeah, he called every nigga Bubba. Right. Now they have a white man named Bubba. Let's be practical. Does that white man named Bubba think they calling him nigga? See, because guess what? He not stupid like us. Don't give me no nigga name. No, that's how they play you off. It's white people named Bubba. So we get it going and you want to fight me, we go to court, and we got this white judge. They want to know why you lie. Yeah, he called me Bubba. Don't like no man calling me Bubba. That man said, my nickname growing up was Bubba. You know your ass finna go to jail, right? You know your ass finna go to jail. And the judge asks you, so am I the N-word? No, sir. Take his ass to jail. You just hung yourself. See what I'm saying? That's how smart they are. You're not smart. You're not smart as you thinking. That's how clever they are, because they can start naming people, or the judge might have his baby brother. His little brother is named Bubba. And I never call my little brother N-word. So how did you come up with this? See, in the black community, we figured it out. Prison. Okay? See, I'm just telling you how we get hung. I'm going to take the time to show y'all, we get hung so many times on stuff. Just like you go and tell me, call you cat. You know what I'm saying? These folks said, well, I got a cat. I never call my cat a bee. Where did you get this from? Because you don't, versus, I have proof. Documental proof. You see what I'm saying? But they know how to slick us when they use certain languages and certain terminologies, okay? So that's why when we're going through the book, we got to pay attention, stop what we're doing, go look something up, make sure we verify, make sure we understand, right? So we don't have these delusions going on with us. Got it? I always think somebody's trying to get you. I need to know when I'm being guided and know when to ignore something. I learned something that you all learn. You can't fight every fight. You can't fight every fight. All right, we can go back to what we're reading. Y'all enjoy that, ain't it? Well, that's the goal. That's the goal. 78 and verse 30. All right? So we saw estranged. I agree with what you were saying, the same thing. I pick up estranged, but we just need to understand it. Okay? How it's being used. And like I said, this only, to me, it only came into me understanding from reading these. So this has been beneficial to us.
Yes, sir.
Again, would anybody else have picked it up from estranged? Somebody said, you would?
I said, mm-mm.
No, it's one.
Huh?
Chris.
Oh.
Chris, you would have caught that? Without these. Tell me what would have made you catch that?
Because they desired meat,
They desired meat.
and they weren't estranged from that desire. They didn't want to put away from that desire. They got the desire. They stayed with that desire.
And you had that already. You knew that already. Where you been all the time? I'm asking, who been teaching you? No. We ain't talked that in here. You'd have picked that up without that.
But that's what I'm saying, like, when he first learned that word, maybe, so like, he might have known that definition where it don't just like, Kenny's teacher could say estranged and use the definition of like a woman was estranged from her husband.
Okay.
So naturally he's gonna
Use it.
kind of give it a negative
Associated
connotation.
with that, yeah.
Chris, when he learned it, his teacher may have gave him 3 and 4 definitions. So now when he reads that, he's able by the context say, okay, they don't mean estranged from his wife, but that means, you know.
Yeah,
so
it's strange in that a sense that they weren't. Well, let me say, what he's saying, if those that couldn't hear him, is how you learn the word again is typically how you always look at it being used. When I looked at it strange, looking at being separate, a woman being separated from, I looked at them when he said weren't estranged from their lust, and because of the fact they went to lust.
Correct.
So I actually didn't even associate it still with the meat. I'm looking at, I've given you something, and you know what? You still with the old thing. Y'all know that's where I saw it. As though they weren't estranged from their lust. I saw it in the context of they were still stuck with the stuff that they were caught up with, idolatry, the fornication, because it went through a lot of stuff that they done. So I had no reason to associate them being estranged, meaning what they wanted, he gave them. There was no separation from it. They weren't defrauded from that. They got what they wanted. Got it? Because we moved to the next verse, and that's why I looked at it happening too. So a lot of things are going to be based upon what's before and what's after. Can kind of help you understand something.
Like the way you just did it, like everyone now has an understanding, like
exactly.
you said now, I see it in 3 different contexts.
Exactly.
And now we can put like that. Everyone knows better now. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we learned something.
Y'all see that? Except for Chris, we didn't teach Chris nothing. How many of y'all think we didn't teach Chris nothing? That's what I thought. We taught him. All of the kids, they said, well, to help him out. Everybody like, how many of y'all know we just taught Chris like we learned?
I gotta go preach.
He ain't no more extra nigga than Will. Yeah. Tell like they told that boy on Rosewood, Johnny Wright, you ain't no better because you get them nigga pennies. Y'all met on Rosewood. All right, well, but appreciate it. That's our goal, though. Like I said, my whole end there, we just want to get it right. Mm-hmm. That's like you, like Charles said, well, it was our day, so we, and so you among. He looked at that, learned that. It ain't all me. It's working together. All right, let's see the next verse. Listen.
The wrath of Elohim came upon them.
Did we, okay.
We didn't finish.
I'm sorry, we didn't finish. I apologize.
Yeah, Lee intentionally skipped it.
Wow, I said Chris.
Sorry.
Chris probably aggravated him. Go ahead.
But while their meat was yet in their mouth, the wrath of Elohim came upon them and slew the fattest of them and smote down the chosen unashamed of Yasharal.
See, that's why I wouldn't associate it that way. Because now we're talking about, okay, he gave them what they desired. Then, okay, and then they weren't estranged from their lust. So it looked as though, from reading, as though I gave you something, you weren't right. And while you were eating it, I wanted to consume you in the midst of it. So now to look at it differently based upon they weren't right. That was the only reason why he took them. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to go ahead and give you what you wanted. I'm not going to defraud you on what you asked for. But at the same time, my anger is aroused by you getting what you wanted. That's why I never saw it in a positive type way of them getting the lust. I want y'all to understand how I see things. That makes sense to y'all? Because typically how you can understand a passage or understand, look at what's before and what's after. What's leading after and what's before it. Or kind of more or less give you an idea because you kind of look at the body of it. All right? but we need to see the head and the tail, or the head and the head and the feet, okay? All right, let's see what happened. And he slew the fattest of them and overthrew the choice unashamed of them. Smote down, same thing. Fatter one, okay, brought down the chosen unashamed of Yasharal. Try to figure how that would fit, though. That'd be tight. Slightly, kinda, wow, argumentative, okay, argumentative. Just can't figure the last part. Okay, one little missing key. All right, go ahead.
For all this, they kata still.
You see what happened? For all this, look what they did.
They kata still.
So now, what we're looking at is the reasoning why he struck him. Reading what we read, I call the body, then we go with the head, matter what he read. Looked like it gave us a better understanding as we continue to read it, show what happened. Okay, he gave them what they wanted, and they weren't defrauded in that matter. But after he had given to them folks, they were still committing kata. It wasn't a matter of that he let you know why he struck. Because when you read it, it looked like, here you go, Kenny, you want something to eat, here you go. After they get it, as soon as you start eating, I got it. It's not because of his eating, it's because he's still doing wrong. Right. So it doesn't look like I didn't set you up. I actually gave you what you asked for, trying to see maybe this would maybe maneuver you away from. But mind you, whenever you hook it, I already know what you're going to do. But this is going to come in and show why, because look, he's showing you why. Because now it looked like, really, you set them up. No, I didn't. I'm showing you what happened. In the midst of all this, they katared yet more. It increased. You didn't get better by me giving you what you are like all the time. Give your kid this, you do this, I do better, you do this. He said they got worse. Yeah. And in fact, they said they became more enticed to do wrong. Y'all see that? That makes a difference. Because if you don't keep reading, you won't know that. Okay? He declared the end at the beginning. That's why he told you he slew them while it was in their mouth. You had to read down to find out why, though. Okay? Conclusion basically was, I slew them while I was in their mouth, but you need to know why. Because they increased in their wrong. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
And among not for his wondrous work.
Stop. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hand, tell me why it makes sense. Tell me why. Tell them about what Yahushua. And what you think gonna happen? They're gonna continue to commit kata. And get what he's gonna do? I'm gonna slay him. He told him you didn't believe me what he said. Believe me for my work's sake. That's why I brought y'all over him. He paid attention. Sick man back on the end. That's paying attention to why he told him. Then he said, and they didn't, but listen why they didn't do it. And in the midst of all this, they katim, sin, yet more, and believe not his, how about his works? Right. Make sense? Yes, sir. See, that's what we try to do, try to put things together, make sense. We kind of left what we were doing to do this, believe it or not. All right, we'll go back. Acts of the Apostles, Acts of the Charlotte King, 1 and 7 we left off, or 6? 7 we left off. We kind of stepped off. I'll just make sure we understand. Like I said, that's what we want to understand. Grow together. All right. Well, what I tell what I was thinking about when I was looking at it, while I was looking, I was thinking, but I steady come back. What could have been put together, used, when I was looking at it, what kind of sparked my interest was what they did. He gave them their desire. Just like when they voted for Yahushua. That's what they wanted. That's why he gave it to them. They was coming up on a muhad too. And you ain't gonna believe it, the people did increase in their kata'im. You ain't gonna believe what he did. He slayed the who? You ain't gonna believe what happened. Yeshua waxed fat. And kicked the upright one. That's how quick my mind thinks. He said, I slew the fattest. Well, you already heard who was the fattest. He told you, Yeshua, the upright one. Pay attention. The people also told you about Yahushua. He was a glutton. They just didn't have the understanding when they saw it. You got to be able to move quick. You got to be able to think real quick when you read. I read more than one thing, and I can be thinking at the same time. All right? And hold a conversation. What was missing? Yeah, eating. Listen. So I just let y'all know how I think. I just, that's probably not young. I try not to do that too much with y'all, so it don't bother you. Listen, 1 and 7. My life, y'all know how I think, why I see certain things a certain way. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Y'all just learned who waxed fat.
Yes, Ron.
And he kicked. And he told you who I slew. He said, I slew the fattest of them. It was plural for men, but it also come when Yasharal also come back to one. All right?
Yes, sir.
Same thing we found when they sat down and they ate with the Moabite. They sat down and ate with them. And Yahuwah got angry with them too because they ate of their zabak. And you know what he did? He started to take the heads of Yasharal.
That's right.
He said, hang them against the Shamash. He said that his fierce anger might turn from him. That's why we put him up against the Shamash. So Yahuwah's anger would turn. Hello? And it was about their eating too. Okay. They would just get ready to come up on a muhad. All right, come on.
And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Abba hath put in his own power.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, verse 6. Who remember why we came over him? Tell me why. Exactly. Boy, he doing better. That's all right. He had to make up for that last night. I tried to cut him down like nothing. I mean, that's right. Paying attention, I appreciate it. That's right. Y'all need to follow. Make sure anybody ain't trying to dupe you. That's right. Pay attention. So they therefore, go ahead.
Were come together, they asked of him, saying, Adon, wilt thou at this time restore again the Malkuth to Yasharal?
You said the end or again? It's
Again.
Okay, again. So you see that? Which means what happened?
They had it before.
No, I don't think they had it. I think they had your call. They had to expect their wait. That's what they were looking for. They said at this time. They was expecting to get it. Isn't that right? They want to know, are you going to do it this time? Your call will come in better for us on that one because they was expecting it right now.
That's right.
They ain't said we had no connect. They let know, well, we know the connect because we saying at this time we expect to get it. You already been this about. Now you done cooned up. Now we looking for something. Because that was the whole thing. Yasharal being restored. Look, whenever Yasharal was coming out of defeat into victory, they always looked at this, always put everything always connotation to and put you back in your own land. To put you back in your land. See, it's not how we saw things were just being delivered. That's why I said for me, it's more in just being delivered. It was about putting them back. It's always about restoration, restoring. You deliver me, I'm out. I'm just in the street. How's it benefiting me? Now, I don't see my salvation as delivered. I see this as more detriment to me because this is more of an expense. This is more of a cost, this is more of a hurt. I was better when I was captive because some of the things I'm worried about now, I'm not concerned about. Now you saying, but you say, don't tell. I get a man right now, you say, you got a house, your family got a car. I'm going to take your house, your car, everything, and you say, you're going to be glad. But at the end, you look at this become more of a burden. That's what Yasharal saw when they came out Mizraim. We had cucumbers. We out here picking and skirmishing for stuff and having to fight people for food. Come on. It is better than what we came out of. Yeah, I'm saved. But you saved. I don't compute that way. I don't compute that way. I need to see it. I need to be in. I need to behold. And that's how, see, they gave up, white people gave up, you say you ain't got nothing. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. And there you go saying you don't need nothing. Why did man set us up and give us a land and let it get to do a shaman, do all this and set us up with tree, arts and all this and pottery, and hell, you don't need nothing? It's crazy. Because we saw it, and then now you come into the possession of, even when we got the Ruach HaKodesh. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of the kingdom. For the kingdom of Elohim is not meat and drink. But it's Sadiq, it's joy, shusha, in the Ruach HaKodesh.
That's right.
He let us know it's not just eating and drinking.
That's right.
It possesses, it's got other attributes to it. How many have joy? I'm homeless, I ain't got nothing. But I'm so happy. I got, people say stuff, they don't know what they're doing. That's that Christian shit. Just run around all that stuff. They just talking. They don't know what they're talking about. They have no idea. Yashar wasn't running around, jumping around, laughing, hee-hawing, and they come out. Them folks look at me, I got family, I got kids.
That's right. That's right.
I got a flock. We just can't stay out here. At that point, we pray.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to be sitting somewhere in safety. So Yahuwah had become a fence all around. They understood that from the walls of Jerusalem. He said, I'm going to fence you in. I'll head you in. I'll be your protection. They understood it from EU. There was no gate around him. He said, man, you got a hedge around that man. Can't nobody get to that man. Yashar understood that. Give me that hedge. And we understood when there was a gap, when things would come in. He said, well, we're going to need a man. We're going to need a man to stand in the gap. In the hedge. Isn't that right? He said, I'm going to need somebody. That gap allowed things to get in. He said, you need to fill that gap in. So I'm going to destroy it. That's how your enemy came in. What they told when Malcolm, y'all put the wall up. If it's weak and feeble, then it's going to be a gap. Then we can come in. So we got to put a fence around ourselves so Yahuwah don't come in and destroy it, because something else is going to get in. And then he's going to wind up destroying you. Don't worry about it. This is what I look at. They therefore who will come together, asked him, saying, Adon, wilt thou at this time restore again the Malkuth to Yah? You already knew it. Yashar got to be come back together, because they should have said Yehuda.
Right. Right.
That's what the two said. They ain't stupid. He gonna get to Yashar. Yashar come back together. Y'all got it. He bring us back together. We're not gonna be no divided Malkuth.
That's right.
One. Y'all hear it? You ain't gonna believe it. For the two said he should be one. He already showed this in the garden. Where he got Eve? Where he got Ka'ua from?
From Adam.
Where did Yahuwah come from?
That's right.
The two should be one.
Yes, sir.
That's why your Kazakhstan could take the two sticks and put them back together.
That's right.
Because the two should be one.
That's right.
And they looked at, he gonna come back. Guess him. He know what he doing. Coming back right, because he gonna rule as Elohim. All right. Let's go ahead. 7. All right.
And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Abba hath put in his own power.
His own authority. Listen.
But ye shall receive power after that the Ruach HaKodesh is upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Yehuda, and in Shamram, and unto the uttermost parts of the Araz.
You see that? It's going to spread from now. Ain't that right? But look where it got to start, in Jerusalem, in Yehuda. Then it's going back to Shamram. That's going to pull Yashar back in. There wasn't time to pull him back. But he wasn't giving them a Malkuth. He was giving them the Ruach HaKodesh.
Right.
He was giving it to him, giving the Ruach HaKodesh.
That's right.
Let's see. I was 14, 7, 17. I mean, go ahead, Romans. So they understood something. They understood there was a Malkut coming to them, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't the physical. All the people that received the physical ain't in it no more. The physical people were gone and cast and thrust out. So let's see what he told us. This is Romans 14 and 17. Listen.
For the Malkut of Elohim is not
what?
Meat and drink.
That's all I'm doing, waiting to get that so I can sign eat and drink. He said not meat and drink. Listen.
But Sadiq and Shalom
and
Shusha
tell them well
in the Ruach HaKadosh.
And they just asked for it, didn't they? He said, you don't get, he said, what you looking at the physical? He said, you don't need to worry about the time and the season when that's going to happen. He said, you need to look at this one right here. When I was talking about giving you the Malkut, I'll give you the Ruach HaKadosh. So I'm going to give you something that's going to cohabitate with you, that's going to allow you to habitate with Yahuwah. Yes, sir. See, people tried that before trying to habitate with it, but you ain't had a Ruach. It ain't going to work. You say what? That's why they were thrust out. Yeah. See, the way he did it made sense. I got to physically set you up for it. Make sense? Yes, sir. I know about how to get there. I can't wait to get to heaven. You got the Ruach HaKadosh? Right. Because that's why he came to let the folk know what you're looking at. That's what you need to pay attention to. That's right. All right, let's go back to Acts of the Shalakim. I keep saying apostle. I know it. I'm working. I hear your brother on break. I ain't mean to start now. Ain't about done that. Ain't about done that. Verse 8. Listen. Oh, he already told us. See, that makes sense. So look where they're going to go from. Makes sense. Because we were told where they're supposed to start at.
Jerusalem.
And why he ain't said in Yehuda and Shamram, then Jerusalem. See, he keep it. That's why I started looking at it. You keep the same protocol.
That's
order.
right.
This is what he told them in the 24th chapter of the book of Oriel. They call Luke. He told them you should be witness of me both in Jerusalem.
That's right.
Everything he tell you, so I'm keeping the seal of people follow. They could have said, well, it's just scrambled. It's just put different. No, I'm paying attention to what he said.
That's right.
And when it came, where were they supposed to buy? Where were they supposed to stay at?
Jerusalem.
And when it came down, it fell on them. Where were they at?
Jerusalem.
In Jerusalem. They were not in Shamram. They were not. He told them the order. When he sent them out, he told them he didn't go in Shamram.
That's right. That's right.
He told them no. He said, oh, you're going to the lost sheep or Yasharal?
Yes, sir.
I want you to go there. It made sense simply because folks saying Shamram their land, but guess what? He knew you would have went there. But guess what happened? You weren't going to find Yasharal. Yasharal would disperse.
Disperse. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been taught. They'll replay it.
That's right.
They replay it. They thinking, this how they'll take it. Oh, he don't want Yasharal say, he just, your mama. That's the best time to tell their mama. He only told her we weren't there. Right. Let's see something right quick. 4th chapter of the book of On Yukonon. Everything I tell, I can prove it.
Yes, sir.
These folks don't know what they're doing. Yukonon. 4 and, make it 4 and, I don't know, let me say 4 and 5. Let's see. You pulled it. Sound like a 10 rule. I know they said women with big posterior pulled a lot. You pulled it? You got to, do you feel like you have a lot of enemies in him?
Oh, very, a lot.
A lot of them. That's good. Listen, 4 and 5. Yehukanan, listen.
Then cometh he to a city of Shamram,
What happened?
which is called Sychar, near to the parcel of Adumah that Jacob gave to his ben Joseph.
Listen.
Now Jacob's well was there.
Look at that. Jacob's well was there. The upright one. Isn't that right? The one that superseded, supplanted. Listen.
Yahushua therefore, being weary with his Mahalak, sat thus on the well, and it was about the 6th hour. There cometh a Shah of Shamram to draw Ma'im.
Y'all hear that? There cometh a woman, you said from another city that came down?
Of Shamram.
She was of Shamram. What happened?
To draw Ma'im. Yahushua saith unto her,
What did he tell her?
Give me to drink. For his Talmudim were gone away unto the city to buy meat.
Listen.
Then said the Ashah of Shamram unto him, How is it that thou, being a Yehudi,
You said, what he is now?
a Yehudi,
And what happened?
asketh drink of me, which am a Ashah of Shamram? For the Yahudim have no dealings with those of Shamron.
Y'all hear that? You know how we done took that story the way they give it to us? That we don't have no dealing with Yasharal. That's not true. And the woman even knew that. Y'all don't have nothing to do with us. Shamron is the city that belongs to Yasharal. Yasharal is not there. Hold you got 10th chapter book of Matthew. We'll do 10 and 5. Let's see what they told you. Listen.
These 12 Yahushua, Shalak, and Amar them, saying,
That's right. That's what means sent forth, Shalak. Commanded them, ordered them, saying, go where?
not into the Darak of the Goim,
Of the nations. Don't go into no other nations, plural. Don't go into any other nations, plural. Do not go to any of them. Cute, fine, good looking, similar to. Don't go to any other Goim.
and into any city of Shamram
Any one of them?
enter ye not.
You know what? I get chills on my bone. I get like a chill bump every time I get close to somewhere I know Yasharal is. He said, don't use that hymn.
Yes, sir.
Not one city.
Yes, sir.
There's not one city in Shomron that habitates, that has Yasharal in it.
Yes, sir.
Don't go to any other Goim. They thinking, I know though, Yasharal got Shomron. And not one city in there
No, sir.
has any Yasharal in it.
That's right.
Listen what he told you.
But go rather.
Hold on, they ain't moved up yet. But
Go rather
to who?
the lost sheep
Of Yehuda?
of the Beth of Yasharal.
Tight, ain't it?
Tight.
That tight.
Tight.
Mess these folks up. Everybody keep running around telling they going there. You ain't went nowhere.
Nope.
These folks ain't impressed me at all where they done went. These people ain't went nowhere.
Nope.
You know what? They did go. You ain't seen us. Right. You ain't seen us. Let's show you how these people work. Let's see how it working away. Say that Beth Malakim 17 and about verse, jump down about 11, I think it is. They call it 2 Kings. Malakim. What I said, 11? All right, we'll read down. 17:11, Beth Malakim. I said Malakim, which would have been the book they call Malachi. I apologize. Malakim. Let's see what happened. 17:11. Listen.
And there they burnt incense in all the Rosh Malchum, as did the heathen whom Yahuwah carried away before them, and wrought Rosha things to provoke Yahuwah to anger.
Hold on, stop. Familiar spirits. They just told they work wicked things, provoking, but here they more dealt with. They were dealing with those familiar spirits. And they carved images to provoke. All this right here provoked them to his anger. Which is true. So you say Yahuwah wrath fell in on them, then we never ask what provoked it.
Yeah.
Sometimes when a fight or something happened, they'll want to know what provoked it. Was something said? Was there an act done? And so now he's letting us know what happened. This is why I did what I did to him. Because the stuff you did is the same stuff the other people around you are doing. So let's see what happened.
For they served idols, whereof Yahuwah had said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing.
So that makes sense. So you went against something. You didn't do something unintentional you weren't aware of. You did, so which makes sense. And the Abedin that knew his Don's will, that's why they suffer so bad. Because he told you, he let you key in on it. The stuff that they did, for they served idols, whereof the Yahuwah had said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing. So it made sense why that's why the wrath's so bad on us. Because you knew his will and you didn't do it. Let's see what happened.
Yet Yahuwah testified against Yasharal and against Yehuda by all the Nabaim and by all the seers, saying,
Seers over there, seers. Go ahead.
Turn ye from your Rosh Hashanah and keep my Amar and my statutes according to all the Torah which I Amar your Abod, and which I sent to you by my Abadim the Nabaim.
So if you look, he's going through telling you why. Even giving you more info. It wasn't the fact they just knew. This is something your Abbas were told. I sent people to warn you, to stop it. I didn't get you, I kept telling you, stop it. Stop it, turn from it. I told you don't do it, and you still kept going. So now you left me to no avail. No, you left my hands. Basically, like I said, you tied my hands. All right. 13. You already read this?
Yes, sir.
14. Go ahead.
Notwithstanding, they would not shama,
See
but
that?
harden their necks, like to the neck of their Abod that did not Aman in Yahuwah their Elohim.
He didn't put it here unless he put it down here. He didn't put that did not Aman, but I mean, I don't have a problem with that because exactly that's why you don't obey because you don't believe. I mean, that's going to make sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense that they stiffen themselves against. Y'all got it? Which is a part of their rebellion. That's something we want to make sure. And it wasn't they weren't told. You can't say they didn't hear. They didn't show them because they weren't listening with the intent to stop. Same thing people in here do. You listen, but you ain't listening with the intent to adhere to, stick fast, or hold to something. You listening for the fact, okay, so he can hurry up and shut up and he can get through. I ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do because I know what I'm gonna do. I'm grown, I do it. I know it, and you're gonna get recompense too. Listen.
And they rejected his statutes and his Barit that he made with their Abod and his testimonies which he testified against them, and they followed vanity and became vain, and went after the heathen that were round about them, concerning whom Yahuwah had charged them that they should not do like them.
Well, that's the same thing. Okay.
And they left all the Amar of Yahuwah their Elohim.
They forsook. That's right. Left, forsook, same thing.
And made them molten images, even 2 calves.
Let me say that before you move forward. That's what people got to realize. See, if you honor the tutelage, in order for you to go and commit your kataim, your sin, you have to leave from it. Now, I say left, they forsook. Basically, he said they left off. You stopped doing, which makes sense. Let me tell you why it makes sense to tell you you left off to do. Because you couldn't serve 2 of them.
That's right.
Not just he told you, but see, you have to see, this is why it makes sense when he made conversation that no each could serve. Well, let's do this. They did, let's see, look at it closer. It should say they did this while they were serving him.
And they left all the Amar of Yahuwah their Elohim.
For what?
And made them molten images, even 2 calves.
Know what you'll have in your mind? You still doing right being here and you doing that. No, you didn't. You left. You left. He said they forsook. He's trying to get, see, what we don't do, because we reading it like you just following. I want you to read with intelligence. This gets you to understand. You saying, man, how I keep messing up? Man, I don't know how I keep screwing up. Because you keep leaving.
That's right.
You leaving off. See, if we didn't understand it, we don't know. You know what I mean? People wrestling with, plowing with, trying to figure out why they can't keep doing right, why always stuff coming up. Because they keep forsaking. You keep leaving. That's why he wants you to understand. See, what I appreciate about you, okay, you can tell me, I told them to do something, they didn't do it, so I killed them. I want to understand how they got into the situation, because they were there. So how did they do that when they were there? He said they didn't. They left off. Wow. So now I'm understanding what I need to do to break that psychosis and that behavior. Don't walk away from it. Don't leave off from what I'm doing. Y'all got it? Did that make sense to y'all?
Yes, sir.
I don't want you to just read, just follow. I want you to grasp what he's trying to get us to understand. These people left me. They didn't do that with me. They said hype that me and Dave went out somewhere. They said hype that I just make up something. Dave had got drunk. They said me and Dave left me when he did that. Dave was not with me. They said, but y'all together. When Dave did that, Dave left from me. You know, I'm just using that for example. But Dave finna get a tell. He gonna tell. They said, Dave, you heard preaching. He can't be wrong. You know he gonna hit your phone. That thing be blowing up. Check your phone, Dave. But you see what I'm saying? So this the thing he was trying to get people to understand. Because now he looked at everybody kept following Yahuwah for everything. These people, he said, these people weren't with me. These people left from out with me. They did not do that when they was with me. Y'all got it. So you understand, because this was first, you can still be with the Lord and be doing stuff wrong. He said, I don't know where, we use, because this justification we got is Christian, and people take it over to this end. People had to understand, like he told, we learned this from Asa. Yahuwah be with you.
Or you be with him.
But if you leave off from him, he's going to break off from you. So at that period, what were they? What were they? Say it louder. Mutual, no. They left off. They were separate at that point. We're not together. You know what I'm saying? For a long season, they were without. You know what I'm saying? So you're not getting anything from me because we're not together. You left off, and I broke off from you. So at that point, you were without me for a long season. This was a long period. See, until things happened and they realized they wasn't a good idea. Then get what happened? Man, I can't. I got to get up early. This ain't no choice. I ain't trying to seek them. Them folk got up early. I got to get this thing right. I couldn't sleep. That thing been bothering me. I got to get up and get out of here. Ain't that right? They want to return. So this is what we have. Everybody keep praying. Everybody keep asking on why, Lord, I'm just trying to help you. We know you're using the sacred name. I'm just using for example for people because you might well be saying Lord Jesus because you ain't doing. Same thing. But the people now, we ain't understood why. We just keep asking why, not understanding why. It's because you left. You left off. That's how you can do it. You're leaving to do these acts. You're not doing them here. Got it? That's why that's the thing we got to look at significant. They left off. Not just forsook, they left. They forsook all. Guess what? Now, let me ask a question. They weren't keeping Shabbat. They weren't honoring their mother and their father. Hello? They weren't honoring, not lusting after their neighbor, anything that were their neighbors. Because that definitely didn't come up. Let me tell you why it took you that. Because your book told you when you break one, you're actually guilty of all of them. Right. So your Shabbat ain't no good to me. That's why he told him, your Kudash, your appointed Muhard, I hate them. You see how that makes sense now? Because once you break one, he said, how we can't go and say, well, I'm going to give you credit for 9. I'm going to give you credit for none of them. Right. At that point, because you couldn't be, okay, I got idol God and I'm conjuring witchcraft. How I'm keeping Shabbat? That thing serious now. Shabbat, that's real serious. Idol Elohim ain't real serious. So there's no way to, I want y'all to understand and say how you get, you said, now, I ain't committing no adultery. If you have been with other Elohims, you have. Right. To commit the act you're doing, it means you've gone astray to something. Right. You look and you lust at it, so you guilty of all of them looking at it. You say, well, I ain't covered nothing with my neighbor. Yes, you have. You broke away from me. I done gave you rules and statutes and things you're supposed to do. You're supposed to harm your neighbor as yourself. Your neighbor supposed to be your companion. And I was with you. Did you harm me with all your law, with all your strength, with everything you have? You couldn't have, not when you broke one. See, it's important that we understand that so we stop getting to the difficult situation of how can I get right? How can I stop doing wrong? You got to stop forsaking him. Stop leaving off. Listen, they were building, the people left off. Guess what happened with the building? At the lap, get what happened with my arm out when I don't keep building. And ye copy B. What did he told you to do? Building up yourself. So I stopped building. Then what's gonna happen? And I stopped, meaning I left off. So while you looking at thinking, my time's still running, where I just go back to where I was, you leave a building where, man, the dilapidated, I sure you can't just come back and pick up where it's at. A lot of stuff you did, you got to tear down now. Because it was incomplete when you left it, and weather and damage and other things came around, you can't even trust it now. Guess what happened? I started right back where I left off at. I left this thing 10 years, 5 years, 3, 4. You actually thinking you can just pick up where you just left off at? We got to start our way over. That's why you put it. You got to start over. We can't trust it. Where were you at when you were building this when you walked off? We can't use none of that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep building. I'm going to try to keep my time so I don't have to start all the way back over. That's what hurt you. Because you didn't believe it. He told them, repent. What? Pick up where you left off at. That's our favorite line. Let's just pick up where we left off at. That's what we broke up at. Let's just do our works over. Make sense? But when nobody explained it to her, then what's been typical idea? Pick up where we left off at. We don't typically look at start back over. Because we don't want to go through all the work. But a lot of times we got to see what got me to that point. I just stopped. Y'all got it? Okay. Let's see what happened. Listen.
And made them molten images, even to calves.
Verse 17.
Yes, sir. 16.
16, okay.
And made a grove, and shakar all the Sabaoth of Shamayim, and served Baal.
I don't know how nobody wouldn't think they broke everything. Listen.
And they caused their Beni and their Banu to pass through the fire, and used divination and enchantments, and sold themselves to do Rosha in the sight of Yahuwah, to provoke him to anger.
Okay.
Therefore, Yahuwah was very angry with Yasharal.
He was what now?
Very angry with Yasharal.
What happened with Yehuda?
With Yasharal.
With Yasharal. What they got to do with that thing? Keep reading.
And remove them out of his own.
Go ahead.
There was none left but the Matah of Yehuda only.
Listen.
Also, Yehuda kept not the Amar of Yahuwah their Elohim.
So we wasn't no better there because we stayed there. Look what happened.
But halak in the statutes of Yasharal, which they made.
Which they practiced.
And Yahuwah rejected all the seed of Yasharal.
Hold on for a stop. He did what with the seed of Yehuda?
And Yahuwah rejected all the seed of Yasharal.
What happened?
And afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers until he had
until what?
Until he had cast them out of his own.
What happened at 21?
For he rent Yasharal from the bed of Daoud.
Which means tore him from them, separated. We know about that, don't we? We saw that before. It's short to see. He went all the way. Look, it's important. This is what folks don't realize. I'm going back to tell you, even to back, let's go back to how this happened, because somebody who might just jump in and start reading, they getting confused on what happened. What's this Yehuda Yasharal stuff? Well, I told you, I rent them. I tore them away. I separated them. He's going back to let you know this is something you really ain't got to worry about in a sense. But he said, I want to be clear in what happened. I separated them. Look.
And they made Jeroboam the ben of Nebat Malak. And Jeroboam drave Yasharal from following Yahuwah.
You see who did that? You said he stayed with them. You said they stayed with Yahuwah?
And Jeroboam drave Yasharal from following Yahuwah.
You see that? He got them to leave off. So he told you, the leaders of the people, and they that are led of them.
Oh, that's true.
I killed every one to see them people. I wiped them out. I extinguished them. I got them out of my presence. I wouldn't leave nothing else. I ripped every one of them out of my sight. I didn't want to see them. Listen.
And made them kata, a great kata.
That what he loved. It was bad. It was bad. You heard that before? Who told her that? Musha. Tell him what he said, Kasha. In English. He's like, no, in English. Yeah, no, but he told him when the people had came down, he told you when he went up to make proclamation for us, he went up to make intercession for us. He told us, he said, this arm said they committed a grave, Qatar. Kata. He told him, he said, if you would, he told her he forgive him. He said he could blot me out. Yahuwah told him, said, no. So he that committed Kata against me, that's who I'm going to blot out of my sefer. He said, you just take him and you keep going. He said, but in the Yom, I'm going to visit. He wasn't getting them then. I'm going to visit their seed. That's why he didn't get them then. No, he said, I visit the... See, people don't realize he waited because I just taught them something. Now, if I come and get them, they're going to hold me not work. You just said you get our kids. Because y'all understood that. When he brought them in, the Chaldeans in to come and see all he had. He wanted to know. He said, when he's sitting in the bar, Yashayahu, he wanted to know who he meant he brought in there. He told them they had come in and see all. He said he showed them everything that was in his mouth. He showed them everything. And they let them know what was going to happen. So they're going to take all this stuff away. He said, is it going to be in my time? He went on, he's supposed to visit now the business. He's supposed to visit the children. They said, he was good. Folks, that show you, folks smart though, he knew. But see, we learn, we understand why he asked. Is it going to be in my day? You know, see them kids, y'all in trouble. That's right. So everybody understood, and people don't understand. You saw he started talking about Yashra, Yehuda did the same thing. Y'all saw he told y'all that? Yehuda did the same thing. He said they almost did it. They thought about it. What did they do? The same exact thing. And then he jumped straight to Yashra. So I drove him out my sight. I still got to remember my barit I made with Daoud. That wasn't going to fail him to have an East that sit on the throne. So if I dried them out of my sight and I wiped these people out, I just broke my barit. See, I like Yahuwah, that's what we learned about him. See, Yahuwah is not an East to eat shit. No, because all neither is he the Ben, he should repent. As he said, and shall he do it? Or has he said, he said, behold, I have seen a mar to a Barak. And he had Barak, he couldn't reverse it. That's why he had to move on from it. He said he did the same thing, but he said because of that was to give us confidence that when he told us which to call is an anchor to the Nephites. He didn't went and say, I wiped out all. You said, I know I remember reading a man say he told Dawood we ain't going to fail a man. I had to keep my word. Because he got folk coming now. See, that's whatever was written before, he don't believe it. To show us the teacher that we through Nakum, well, no, endurance, going through without giving way. He'd have did the same thing. That's not going to make me continue. I said the man had already lied. He didn't keep what he said he was going to do. That's how I got Nakum. Consolation, that he did what he said and he kept his word with them. And that's my expected way. Go figure. That's how it worked. Come on, finish up. But he wanted you to know this because I want to know where all this stemmed from. I never forgot what they did. Yeah. I never forgot. He drove them away from me. This is what happened when you get away. Right. This is what happened when you start to lead yourself. When the blind lead the blind, both of them fall in the ditch. Listen.
For the benim of Yasharal, Halak, and all the Kataim of Jeroboam, which he did.
I'm just curious, if you help me out. What is benim? Children? Walked in all the kata of Jeroboam, which he
did.
And
they departed not from them.
They never broke away from it. Come on.
Until Yahuwah removed Yasharal out of his own.
So they did stop. He said, when I got rid of them, when I cast them out, I'll break you. What happened?
As he had said by all his Abadim, the Nabaim, so was Yasharal carried away out of their own Araz.
You said it was carried out of what now?
Carried away out of their own Araz.
They were carried out of Shamron? How long did they leave?
To Assyria unto this Yom.
These folks don't know they be teaching. I know why the man teach what he teach. I told you they weren't down. That make it much sense. And he gave that woman the Ruach HaKodesh when he selling that well. He gave her absolutely nothing. That been very contradictory the way he just told him. He was not giving that lady nothing. He was not giving her nothing. It was not happening. He just clearly told them, God, don't even go in. They not in the city. That's right. And when he said that, why he said that, I'm not giving them nothing. He said, I'm tired. I'm not giving y'all nothing. That's right. It's not happening. You listen to the conversation, she never got it. The man at the, how many, you worship, you don't know what you worship. Here you go to Ruach HaKodesh. How much say that made, and they should all be taught of Elohim. He just told the woman in 4:22, you work, you don't even know what you're doing. Right. How you getting the Ruach HaKodesh? These folks, how many of you know these Christians told these lies? She preached. That one went, I don't know where you got it from. She did on her own. He never gave her nothing, absolutely nothing. He asked her, where's your husband? What'd she do? Told the truth. She tried to con him. And said to her, why are you trying to sneak and lie? You actually don't. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all lie is the truth. You told the truth. You don't have one. You had to fire the one you got and ain't yours. And then here you go to Ruach HaKodesh now. You don't know what you worship. Then you try to sneak and lie to me. Oh, here you go. You definitely on your way to be saved. And you a woman preacher. Don't forget to tell Smith. Please, folk, I don't know what these folk gonna do. That's crazy. All right, come on. Let's see what happened.
And the Malak of Assyria brought Anashim from Babylon, and from Kutat, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Shamram instead of the Benim of Yasharal.
Now you understand even better why it was no way he would have sent them now? They're not there. He removed everyone out. See, you need to know how they left, why they left, so guess what? You can understand your situation. And you understand when he said something, he was not against Yasharal. They're not there. If he was against it, he'd have never told them to go fetch them. Go and fetch them. The lost sheep of Yasharal. Let's see what happened. So you see how these Jewish people make a fool out of them. I haven't seen anybody that took down my video. Damn heathens. Make no sense whatsoever. That's see, you can't say, you say stuff, all kind of stuff on YouTube about us. Run up down white folk. Nobody, it ain't sensitive. Nobody take the shit down. But as soon as I say something, they're trying to show you the difference between these folk, these Sephardic Jews and Ashkenazi Jews, the different terminology they come with. I can show you with the book, a transgender book, that he can show you the folks. That's how bad this shit is. A book ain't even right, show the shit don't even make sense. That bad as the folk, the Scarlet Orphan James want to keep us slave. They say, hell, we can't tell that lie. That lie about something. That lie about the name. That lie about all the other stuff. That lie about him building the church. They say, hell, we can't lie about these folks. It's just too much. They're like, we don't want to burn. That's terrible. The man can't write a good lie about you in the James Version. The man clearly showed in the 10th chapter, by these were the hour of the Gui, the Gentiles were established. These folks would cross Europe. It made absolutely no sense. But this in here too. I don't know. Don't ban me. Ban your book.
Yeah.
I'm like Yahushua. I ain't come up with this of myself.
Yeah.
All right, listen.
And dwelt in the cities thereof. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there.
That's how they got this. See, this is where they should have stayed. Look what happened.
That they Yahweh not Yahuwah.
Look what happened. That they didn't fear Yahuwah.
Therefore Yahuwah sent lions among them.
Ari among them. Which did what?
Slew some of them.
Oh, damn well they ain't got no lions over there in Europe. Some of they lion ass folk claiming they supposed to be Yehuda. I ain't making no apology to folks. Hell, they can take all the videos down. It's gonna be the folks that losing. Everything YouTube doing, everything they doing, that's a Yahuwah. Take it down. They're gonna be, he taking information away these folks. He done told you it's gonna be a famine. It's not gonna be no bread or thirst. It's gonna be a hen of the bar. All these folks that shut me down, I ain't against you. Keep doing it. You're so Yahuwah. You can't do no more than Yahuwah tell you to do. He done told these folks they're gonna be one. They ain't gonna find it. A lot of them selling their ass. I don't know how long. I've been waiting for years. Your ass supposed to been got up and done something. Sitting around for you, sitting here and learning all that time, sitting around lazy ass. Y'all folks should have been got up and done something. So they shut it down. I ain't apologize. Damn them fake Jews. That won't even get up to make it up there for you. That's them fake niggas too now. That's all of you. Sick of it. Sitting around making no apologize to these folks. Can't say about a damn sissy. Can't say about some damn lying folk, but you can run us down.
That's right.
Look at it on YouTube. Pull up, do me a favor. Hold it for a second. Pull up and see if you find white folk racist videos on YouTube by black people. You know, something like that. But I just think you can pull them up. Man, and my stuff and all this shit sitting up here. Folk got video with guns talking about shooting us and shit. I ain't talking about killing them folk. I'm killing them with this dauberine. You see one? Look out. Video show masculine woman. Oh, you ain't got to put a video. I just no. I don't say. I just want to see the title coming down. You fine. Video show. Hold on. Let me see that one. Look, passenger racist rant at blacks. They ain't gonna take no shit like this down. 1.5. None of mine ain't got no 1.5 million. You leave shit like this up here though. Tired ass. White teacher suspended after racist rant against black man. We got more stuff caught on video. White man unleashes racist tirade on black. New Jersey man caught on video doing racist rant taken in custody. Man arrested, charged after racist rant go viral. I'm sure there's some more behind that. Community protest after man racist rant. I don't care about that. They got videos here on white folk talking about shooting our ass and done told the FBI, everybody else to get back and they leave it up there. Y'all don't see that, folks? Man sitting with a gun, he said, don't you get involved. You think a black man can make a video pointing to calling out the FBI now? Your ass be under prison. They're gonna try to run. And I know why they take him out down. I'm one of the few they got telling the truth. That's right. I'm one of the few they got. They leave Jenny tired ass up there. They leave all these folks child molester. Ray, they ain't take down Eddie Long shit. That's right. When he don't mess around with them kids and pay them, they'll leave all that shit up there because they don't care. They need shit like that. They don't need people like me waking up the minds of our people and other races too so people can see. Don't put it on there. Let's sit down and educate ourselves. Tired ass. So that's fine. I don't have to put up none of my videos. Y'all can kiss my ass. I need to go get one of them white boys. I'm going to go get a surgically, get my ass enlarged that long. So I have no room for YouTube. I got to kiss my black ass. So I'd apologize. I ain't got to apologize to these people for what? We ain't done nothing wrong. I'm out here to claim liberty to our people. So don't be ducking them folks, put my video like they don't want it, to hell with them. I'm trying to shield with them. I'm one of the folks trying to save white and black. Everyone in these realms trying to pull them in. So I ain't advocating killing no folks doing the right thing. Let's kill this stupidity. Choke the hell out of dumbness. Trying to put these homes back together. Ain't that right? Destroy, put dignity back for our men. Our women get some self-respect. Come on and see what happened.
Wherefore they spake to the Malak of Assyria, saying, the Goyim which thou hast removed and placed in the cities of Shamram,
substituted.
Know not the manner of the Elohim of the Arise.
Listen what happened.
Therefore he has sent Ari among them, and behold, they slay them, because they know not the manner of Elohim of the Arise.
Why you think we down? We don't know the manner. Why y'all think they gave us their Christianity bullshit? Why y'all think we down? It's bullshit. I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult the bull. I truly apologize to the bull. I don't even know why folks even call bullshit. It ain't higher than insult. You use that to cultivate the ground. This shit they got, you can't do nothing with it. I mean, folks sit around and think they say that it's in their own book and they too damn stupid to even read it. Showing you these folks substitute you and took your dumb ass out of there. That's right. The man showed the same thing. Now he done showed you. Now they gonna show how they got our stuff, and now we come back learning from them. Most retarded shit I ever heard. Listen.
Then the Malak of Assyria Amar, saying, carry thither one of the Kohanim, whom ye brought from thence.
You said bring one of the folk from Assyria that already know all the stuff.
Carry thither one of the Kohanim from whom ye brought from thence.
Let me ask you a question, Lee. Let's show you how smart he is. Guess what happened? That's not a Kohan concerning the Torah.
That's right.
Even he had enough said, no, what the hell you like bringing no tired ass European in there trying to teach us something. That's why I have a problem when I'm reading that shit. I have a real problem with it. Because this man telling you clearly why the hell they ain't know it.
That's right.
He know ain't no way in the hell we could know it. You have to get one of them to get it.
That's right.
Common sense reading. Why the man that say we already know? They said one of the people, they said, no, don't know shit.
That's right.
Get one of the Kohanim and bring them back here to teach us.
That's right.
For everybody know your book better than you. Ask now the Kohan concerning the Torah. Damn, I'm telling them why these tired-ass white boys, Methodists. How the hell somebody Methodist is going to teach me? It's an insult to my intelligence.
Yeah.
You don't even believe it. Why they just get somebody that believe it to teach them? Who done studied the language? Who familiar with custom? Why he wouldn't ask that? We right here in the region near them. We already know things about them. Why in the world we got to get one of them back over here? Because they're the only people that would know.
Yeah.
That's why I have a problem I be reading this shit. I can't say bull. That's beneficial. Well, believe it or not, they claim they can use chicken shit. That's how bad it is. This stuff ain't even chicken shit. King James Bible ain't even chicken shit.
That's right.
Might be ant shit. Can't even build a hill with it. All of the first people clap, Malcolm. All the Johnny Cunt ladies, just hold on. We packed out too. Y'all might get a sit there and shove around the weekend. But understand my frustration, okay? I need y'all to understand. Since we went, I hadn't planned on going to, I don't know how I'm going to get up really. But do y'all understand? These people never ask no expert, or let us go get the Greeks.
No.
Why he has to go get the Greeks? It's one of the oldest writing letters. They familiar. They know all the other religion. They know all the. Are y'all not catching on the fact that these folks asked for one of us to teach them?
That's right.
That's why I have a problem when I'm reading stuff these folks say, because a lot of things just throw me for the fact that, okay, you get the word, you can listen to talk. You're still going to explain it in your language, the way you see it and the way you understand it. That might not necessarily be right.
It's true. That's right.
I'm just being honest. You're going to explain our language to us, something you don't speak, nor do you believe of the custom of it. So you're teaching as what? How are you teaching? You don't even believe it. How a fish on bills a math teacher don't even believe in what they say about math. You're not going to understand it better than the people that designed it and designated and set it up. Y'all got what I'm saying? He knew if we're going to get out of the detriment of dying, being slaughtered, you have to get one of them, because now can they teach it, they understand it. When Yashara, when we definitely find when Yashara had a problem learning how to read. They ain't had no problem reading it. They had a problem with the understanding of what they were doing. They understood. The other nation knew what got us into our understanding. Our detriment. We go back and look at it. Why? Why he sue us? Because you got worse. You forsook everything I told. So now we start looking at, is that imperative that I do everything he told me, or he's going to demolish me? He's going to wipe me out. When things happen to me, what the first thing we start looking at? What did I do? What did my father do? In your cause a call. The father done ate some grapes, and now I got to take. We understand they weren't stupid. They were looking at, that's why he said, oh, he said, now I got to break that. Now I'm going to break you, because you're going to stop saying everything that happened to you is because of them. But we looked at, how do you visit? Young man born blind, what they say? He didn't. Who sinned? Which means they couldn't have known he was born blind. They had to figure out, you in the condition, could he have been born that way, or did something he did? We always look, you associate, let's examine what I did. We don't think that way. Devil just at me. You Not every time you're doing right, the devil be at you. What did I do? We only want to, what did I do? It's not impossible that I'm being tried and tested, but the first thing they will always say, what did I do? Nobody want to accept no blame. I look at something, I'm being with y'all. It's hard for me to study some of that shit. I can't, man, I be reading that English shit, man, I be looking at stuff, I said, man, let me tell you something. This shit so far-fetched, don't even make no sense. Man, I went here and put Holocaust in. What the hell you come up with Holocaust? What the fuck knew about it associated with a nuclear bomb? They just add shit in as they going. And then the hell you think, see, that's in the Bible. You know, it's in the Bible. What the hell they know about Holocaust? And you know why these folks think, oh, he's the only thing, you watch how those people showing you these people are not who they are. Anything comes up to denounce what they've done or expose them, that shit gone. You black, answer me, answer. Let me see. White people, they've been there. You ever heard them? Let me ask something there. When you was in Iraq, you served in Iraq. Not on TV, you were there. Have you ever heard them call them folks saying niggas? White people. That's called anti-Semitic. Do you ever remember folk being brought to the tribunal saying they anti-Semitic for calling those folks saying niggas? See? Anti-Semitic don't even just refer to them. That's anybody of that region. That's how dumb niggas are. You will never hear them white folk on TV in a minute and call these folks saying nigga raghead. That's anti-Semitic. Ain't nobody saying shit about it. Right. Drop a bomb that guard side out. Say drop one over there on them and let it run. Oh, anti-Semitic. You need to be gone. Ban them out. Shut down everything. Don't let nothing they got closed their business. What kind of shit is this? Everybody can talk about you, and you can't say shit about it. The hell with you. Kissing their ass for nothing. This is our damn fault. Folk can disrespect you and you can't say shit. Suck it up. Take it. Get over it. Say, get over the damn Holocaust. Hell, my shit more recent than that. I ain't get to go in the back of, in the front of restaurants and hotels and drink out of water fountain to the damn 70s. Talking about no shit in no 1940s. Right. Yeah, like the shit happened yesterday. Nobody respect what happened to you. What about the bombing in Philadelphia in a community, black folk being bombed? Get over it. Get over it. I'm looking at the hell they cost us. I ain't got no problem respecting yours. I just want you to respect mine too. That's right. Don't tell me, I don't mind, I won't go piss on yours. Hell, I don't want you pissing on mine either though. That's right. The respect they say they want, hell, give it to us. That's right. Don't say, you look at it, those people suffer 6 million versus 600 million. Come on. Come on. Shit, you ain't even 10%. That's right. About 1%. Do your math. Man, we can't put numbers on how many of our people been slaughtered and still being slaughtered and killed. You can't look at their ass wrong. That's right. They had I was looking, they were showing their ass, walking around looking at something, oh, man, what a bill. All like his ass scared of, get your tired white ass out of there. Pull that shot, go right here to Charleston, down South Carolina, and slave trade him. Right down handcuffed by that big. Yep. What nigga wrist this big? Right. A grown man wrist that little. Right. Ankle and shit, shock it all down. Butt naked. Water dashed on him. Then them folks from South Africa here, tie us up, put us in here, chain us up, put some damn jumper cables on your doing groins. You know how tight jumper cables are? And put on a damn barrel and just shock the shit out you. And throw water on you. I always saying, they always want to go out our pickle. Every time something comes, it's always your pickle. That just show it's deeper rooted. They hate you to every end. The fact you'll put some shit on somebody's pickle. Tell them to tell you when folks did it to them. Always with the missing murder kids in Atlanta had nothing to do with just about hating blacks. It had something to do with what tell me from the psychosis update. The problem was a young black man slept with his white tired ass woman. And he looked at all they ass gotta die. Because every one of me killed, they cut the penis out and put it in their mouth. See, there's more shit going on than what they're telling you. That's right. Yeah. I had all kind of serial killer. Every one of me went around here cutting no damn penises out, putting in nobody's mouth, because he looked at somebody got my white woman, and all y'all ass gonna pay. Her old ass like the young black men. So I'm gonna get all their ass. I'm gonna cut their penises off. Now, ask yourself this. Why the rest of these damn psychiatrists ain't figured this out? I don't like Cam. Boom, boom, boom. Cause what? He looked at my car, stole something, boom, boom, boom. What the hell I'm gonna cut his penis off for? Right. That had nothing to do with it. Right. The penis involved because that was part of the problem. Don't let these folks lie to you. It was part of the problem. Because they don't want black people to wake up and start thinking. When you start thinking, they ass gonna start stinking. So the dumber you stay, the more they stay alive. I ain't no fool. I know what's going on. Tell them to bring a psychiatrist and tell me I'm wrong. Listen, any one of these people will sit down and realize and figure out there's something deeper than you just kill them when you cutting their penis. You took some psychiatry. How far do I sound?
No, you sound right on it.
Does it make sense to just go around, everybody I kill, I cut their penis, and they have to be black? And put it in their mouth. Because it don't put itself, I'm going to make the nigga eat it. I'm going to degrade that nigga down for sleeping with my woman. They know when the hell no black man did all that. That was a sign of somebody hating the black man because he felt like he got his woman and he was going to degrade their ass every time. And he looked at the kid, going to grow up to be the same one, all of them going to grow up and get white women. See, that's how you justify yourself in your murder. Let me tell you something. If you're real with it, you ain't got to get drunk to do it. You ain't got to make up no calls. How they justify themselves on your murders is the lie you tell yourself. All these niggas want white women and they want to kill white kids. So when I kill you, I won't have the regret and the disappointment, the sadness, and the conviction of I killed a human being. I saved a race by a kid. That's their psycho. See, why these folks ain't examining these folks? Shit don't take no time. It don't take time because I already know. When you hear them talking the shit wrong, you trying to justify yourself for some shit you finna get ready to do. That go with the truth. That's how they get away. That's why you say they don't have no conscience. They do have a conscience. That's why you lie. If you see, if they ain't have no conscience, they won't have to lie. Jeffrey Dahmer never lied, did he? When he lied about eating them? When did he hide them? He put their ass right in the refrigerator. He didn't cover no, he wasn't spraying no shit around them. He wasn't putting no disinfectant in the house. Shit was in the refrigerator. Because you know why? He didn't see nothing wrong with it. That's the difference. I know when a person got a problem. The man had a problem. He'd have been hiding it. You cover it up. You tell lies trying to get out of it. He like, shit, he ain't seen nothing wrong with it. They homosexual. He like eating sissy. Bag their ass up and put them in the refrigerator. Pickle their ass. All the folk he ate up, all of them was sissies. They ain't want to tell you how they did it. Didn't never eat a straight man. All the folk he ate was sissies. Homosexuals. Ate their ass up. Man would clean the community up. All man done clean up the community. So that human being, act damn right then. Act like a human being to do right. Folks sit around at the table. I'm like, dog, is it not a call for the way I feel? Mm-hmm. All that shit got brushed off, and one damn midget take the blame for 28 black folk being killed. Shit just retarded. Ride down the street, a damn midget take a grown-ass 6'3" man, one hand, toss his ass out the window, over a bridge, into the water. Why you still driving? The hell you like put some handcuffs on him? Do you understand that damn body wiggling and you trying to one hand like that, cross you on the drive, over the bridge and keep riding. Foot ain't kicked your ass or nothing. Half his ass should have been hanging out the window. Break down side, just grab one hand, drive, throw his ass across the steering. Ain't hit no steering made you hit the wall. What the hell a damn laying across my damn 6-foot man? His ass been balled all up on the front seat. See, stuff don't even make common sense. 6'3" can't lay across no damn seat, not stretched out. That's how stupid they are. Nobody talk about the fact those GBI agents that gave that report were pulled later and checked by the FBI, and guess what they said? They lied. It never happened. They were under the bridge with prostitutes drinking. How the hell that man still sit in jail when these folks say they lied? They admitted it never happened. The GBI admitted it didn't happen. They were under the bridge with whores, and they were drinking on the job. Just so white people can get away with what they did. Y'all do know it never stopped. This shit moved and they stopped reporting it. Oh, that's it. They never stopped doing it. All they did was stop reporting it as the missing murder. That's closed. So every time we catch a kid dead with a dick in the mouth, that don't have nothing to do with that. That case closed. This is just a random killing. It's not even reported about they cut the penis and put it in the mouth. It never stopped. Did y'all know that? That shows you the power of the media and the police. Don't associate the crime with what you already said you closed. You got a crime that has shocked the world when it came out. They ain't funny. The FBI ain't never investigated. You left this to the clumsy ass Atlanta police. You left this to some tired ass Rockdale police. Them Billy Bob throwing mother down here. You talking about in the height of their racism? You left this shit in the hand of Cobb County police? All these incompetent, let me see, I'm a racist police department. What the hell I care about some black kids getting killed? Right. They ass all over each other. Evidence ain't kept properly. Shit was so messed up and boggled to it's ridiculous. It just hurts you. And you know why people don't give a damn? Because it ain't your kid. Keep living. Your kid next. Your kid next. And everybody hate Wayne Will. That little tired ass. Tell me he was Secret Service trained. That little pop belly MF ain't no damn. See what like what? He did better. He said he was a backup for damn Fantasy Island. That's right. Then when Tattoo couldn't make it. That kind of shit make me mad. All right, come on, let me finish something. I ain't. Woo! Come on.
Then the Malak of Assyria, Amar, saying, carry thither one of the Kohanim whom ye brought from thence, and let them go and dwell there.
Hold on for a stop. See this differently. Both of them saying one. He said, bring some Yasharalites thence, and let
them go and dwell there.
Let them. You can't say one and then them. That's not going to make sense. See, the Latin reported let him, which makes sense when you say one Kohanim, you said let him. But here, the Greeks reported saying bring some, it's not one. And it show you he stayed in context what they're saying thence and let go and dwell there, which makes sense. And they shall teach. That's the only reason they know our stuff. And you know how they learn how to do that? From Shamshun. You plow with my heifer. That's how they learn. Shamshun told her, you'd have never knew it except you plowed with my heifer. They used our heifer, and that's how they know. And listen, and they shall teach them the manner of the Elohim of the Arites. So where we were, there was a behavior there. That's why you'd have had to take one of us to teach you, because you didn't stay there. You could give you the book, you still wouldn't know what you were doing with it. You need us to teach you the manner of how it's used. Yes, sir. Huh? Even when Yahushua, when he had the Talmudim, they asked him, teach us, what was it again? He said, and after this manner. You want to associate the connection, I be new. Because you know the song what makes sense. Whenever he referred to us, he would always say, I am the Yahuwah, your Elohim. So it made sense when I pull out, I say, I be new, our Father. Because he's our Elohim. That's the manner. The God of whoever you is or wherever you from, wherever you at. That's why your shit don't never get nowhere. So he told them, he taught them how to do it. They learned by taking our people there. That's how the folk existed. A little while they existing over there now, but they asked them broke away. Because they right back to the old rhetoric they had in Europe. And the shit failing on them. Oh, it failing on them. They don't want to show you the new show. It's failing. Things are not working out good for them over there. It's really not working out good for them. Because you know what? His destruction coming right back on. Because you know what? You're a thief. Nobody respects a thief. You ain't even steal for your soul. You just stole for the fact of keeping the truth from being known. You know what I'm saying? And it got to come back up. That's why it's coming back against them now. Our time coming. Y'all think they ain't got just me? This man is stirring it. I can't be satisfied with this shit no more. So, don't say they don't care. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. On behalf of all the niggas of the world. Been wrongly in prison, locked up, mistreated. We ain't trying to take them from them. What's the problem? Why y'all just want to acknowledge? If the man was white and that's what it was, I'll serve him. Because I'm about to say it. Why y'all don't want to give credit if the man was us? Why you don't want to give credit to the man? Give credit to us. Sick of it. I always got tiptoe. God. I ain't tiptoe for nobody. That's right. I ain't done it. I ain't been on nobody's social media. You can have all that shit. I ain't finna kiss no ass to be on nothing. That's right. That's crazy. That's stupid. They can have it. They already trying to come at Elon Musk already. He got to buy now with European laws. Or he got to get out. They want to have the social ban and all that shit like that. Always they don't want the truth to get out. You know, that's the thing about that. Free speech is daring them because then you get opinion started. Like reading it, these folk got that same book. You know how many people watch me now looking, trying to figure out why my pastor ain't never read this? Why ain't nobody told me about this? Because they've been trying to justify why they ain't winning Shamron, and nobody never explained it. They ain't never taught me that. They can't explain it. They'll make up some old shit. Oh, see, back at the time. There ain't no back at no time. He's trying to tell you. This is what he's trying to tell you. From that time when this happened to the time he was here with them, we still hadn't got back. It's still been a dead place, man. They don't even get it. That's how long these folks will keep you out. So the people been all this time look like they belong now. Let me finish that fourth chapter. I'm going to get ready and let y'all go. I ain't on time. Give me that fourth chapter again. Let's see what happens. Yes, sir. You know what, bad? I do it from their book. Yep. Hate me, but just say, Tony Smith use his book. It be they shit I read to show these folks. The folks ain't nothing but some damn clowns. Yep. You got to be a damn clown to sit up here and tell me you're a Christian. That you saying believe some shit like this. Man, clear talk, the folks ain't been there. Let's look at how long they been gone. That longer time they were forced. The man, how bad did the man say? It ain't one of them in the whole damn city. It ain't one in the whole country. You could probably say, you know, sometimes it could be some like residue left. None. Yahuwah wanted to show us I was that affected when I took them out. There is none. There is no need for you to save these people or help these people. Help your damn self first. Yeah. Trying to run here, I just want to save folks. Let me try to save folks. Well, help save Yasharal. Let me say that now. Yasharal is not all left to a color. Because let me say this. Yasharal would have originally been all of a dark hue. We know that because of the region. But every one of the dark hued people was not Abari, not by birth. There was a conversion. On their Ukasha Buddha had proselyte. Proselyte are new converts. All these folk that shit, black only, no, that's not my teaching. Right only. I ain't say white, I said right only. That's what I tell you, right only. I'm not saying white only and black only. It's gonna be it's a conglomerate of all these goyim. Just like it was, we came out Mizraim. That's why I couldn't listen to these people. Once you start that shit talking about everybody black folks, I don't listen to no shit like that. Take that, cut that shit out. I don't listen to no shit like that. I throw the damn TV in the garbage. It ain't even worth listening to it. It don't even make common sense. That you gonna put so which black? Every one of them? No, they don't even know what they be teaching. All these folk we was in captivity, they wasn't no white. And that's the ignorance. I want to apologize to all white people. My ignorance is through the ignorance of these ignorant ass preachers. All these folk had them in captivity. None of these people were white.
That's right. That's right.
All these were black goyim. They were black nations.
That's right. That's right.
They have us so damn twisted, and white folk know they got stupid. Man, them crackers in Mizraim, where were they at? I know them folks ain't seen no white people. Cause Musha put his hand and pulled the shit out and scared shit out folks. All these people were dog hued, they were black. But we've been so discombobulated in our captivity, folks. We talking stupid just like them. Just like them crackers in Mizraim. What are the crackers over there now? They mixed those people, they changed everybody to make it look like white people have been everywhere. They always been here. That's why you find them lighter skinned and fake people in India. Because white people try to prove their existence. They play like, we ain't just get him, so they mixed in and messed the code bit and get their ass back out and they play it out. And now when you look, it look crazy for you to think, all this were all black. But these people, so white people been here too. Damn lie. The Greeks came in now. The Greeks came in. The Russians come up. All them folk done came invaded in. Capture these folk, mix it. Look at them light skinned Ethiopians. It ain't no damn way in the world you got no business being lighter being from no Ethiopian. Don't go all them fat ass folks in Ethiopia. What, 1980? Yeah, that's true. Little bona fide ass. Man, got fat and shit on and sloppy. Man, Ethiopia was known to be skinny. All of them runners. Little fat gutted out ass now. Oh, light ass. Talking about easy as we light enough. That's cause of race mixing. How do you? There's no way all them folk be charcoaled out. Man, you put all them black folk, lay them on the ground. You know what you do? You just lay raw meat on their ass and light it up. You say y'all gotta be charcoal. Justin told me that joke. He told me keep rocking. Y'all like that? So anyway. I just put it on the joke. He didn't do that. But the thing is, I know some folks you said, some folks focus, they'll lose it. I just want y'all to understand my frustration and why you should be inquisitive and questioning when you get information from these people. These are the same people that did the detriment to you. They don't even believe your religion. When it came down to our religion, it only made sense to them to get someone who believes the religion, who knows the religion, who practices the religion, to teach it to us. So how the hell does it make sense? Because we don't ask you, hell, because hell is non-existent, neither is the information you get from these people. To common sense. That you get somebody who clearly tells you they are a Methodist, a Presbyterian. Huh? All this shit, but I know all your stuff the exact way it's supposed to go. I can't be that stupid. I just can't be that stupid. Because that man pulled people who knew it. We're in your land, your Elohim, you need to teach it to me. All the universities you're going to go to and learn what we got, or try to learn, they're going to be somebody white teach to. And they ain't going to be, because I can't say, when you study, you reading them, none of them persuade you. I'm the teacher of it. What the correct name is, the correct pronunciation is, that's an English, that's not actually the word. But then you in a religion that used the damn wrong word. That scares me. That is scary. They don't ever, it'd be different. No, I can't serve them. I done learned the truth. I can no longer believe that. I've gone all the way back and sourced this to the originality of what it is. Then why am I with the lie? That throws me. That just, and I know it ain't throwing me because of me. It's throwing me because shit don't even make sense. How we accept it? All right, come on. Let's read it. Come on. Listen there.
Then saith the Shamram unto him,
What she could have possibly
how
done.
is it that thou, being a Yehudi, askest drink of me, which am an a Shamram? For the Yahudim have no dealings with the Shamram.
Let me ask you a question. Yahusha just told her that?
She said that.
Hold on for a minute. So Yahusha just told her that. He just taught her that. They wouldn't have no deal with her. They already know we don't F with them.
That's right.
We don't even deal with it because we know who you are. The woman telling him, we shouldn't even be talking. Did he sit down and well and teach this to her?
No, sir.
Did he open her understanding? She understood that?
Nope.
She already know. We don't come over there. We don't deal with y'all. We don't have conversation with y'all. Because we know who y'all are. Y'all supplanted us. You duped us. Due to our stupidity. Let's see what else she could have told him. Let's see.
Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knewest the Barak of Elohim, and who it is that saith to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldst have asked of him, and he would have given thee Kai Ma'im.
See that? If you knew what you were doing, if you knew what you thought you knew, you'd have asked me, and I'd have gave it to you. Listen, because think about this, Boston. They've been taught the manner and the custom. And you still don't know shit, huh? Because had you known, I would have gave it to you. Let's see what happened.
The Ashah saith unto him,
Look at that.
Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that Kai Ma'im?
Still ain't got no brain. Keep going.
Art thou greater than our Abba Yaakov?
Look at some shit right here. There they go. That's how they throw that shit on me right there. I know my daddy, Yaakov, who built this well. You've been there so long, you lie to yourself.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all just read the book just told you now. Look at this shit here. Been here so long here. Look at our father Yaakov. Let's see what happened.
Which gave us the well. and
Who he gave it to?
Gave us the well.
You hear that shit? Just got there. Yeah, Yaakov. Y'all remember Ty to Yaakov yesterday? He gave me this well. That's sick. They're sick.
Sick.
Listen.
And drank thereof himself and his banim and his cattle.
See that? There they go. Look at that social. They got some knowledge. That show you something. They'll have your history.
Yeah.
See, I got some historical fact. That make her the people?
No.
Let's see if he give it to her. Let's see what happened.
Yahushua answered and said unto her, whosoever drinketh of this Ma'im shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the Ma'im that I shall give him.
Oh, that one still had some other in there. Hold on. When you went, James stopped, 13 had some more. Whosoever drinketh of this Ma'im shall thirst again, but he that shall drink of the Ma'im that I will give him shall not thirst for a long. That's what he was trying to tell in the 7th chapter of the book of Yehukanan. Out here better shall flow rivers. It's a continuation. Y'all got it? It's a continuation. He said, the water you got, you'll be thirsty again later. Come on.
But whosoever drinketh of the Ma'im that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the Ma'im that I shall give him shall be in him a well of Ma'im springing up into Alam Kai.
That's what he taught in the book taught, but this spake he. Well, he's telling her the same thing he taught us.
Right.
We learned it later, the same thing. That'll be a continuation. It won't be a stoppage. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what happened.
The Ashah saith unto him, Sir, give me this Ma'im, that I may thirst not,
See that?
neither come hither to draw.
Let's see.
Yahushua saith unto her,
Hold on.
Go.
Hold on. That's 40. It might be at 15. 15. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yahushua saith unto her, Go, call thy husband, and come hither. The Ashah answered and said, I have no husband. Yahushua said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband. For thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband, and that saith thou Amat.
He said, you finally told the truth. Because you damn sure lied when you sat around and you said about it, home your dad.
That's right.
He told her, she ain't told the truth the whole time. He done
That's
talked
right.
to her now.
That's right.
He said, you finally told the truth. And filled with the Holy Ghost. Man, I sat here and told her, woman ain't told one truth since he talked to her
That's
just now.
right. That's right.
And got the Holy Ghost.
That's
Run on in Jesus' name. I don't know what the folk read. They book the thing, don't even tell them what they believe. Come here.
The Ashah saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a Nabi.
Yeah, listen.
Our Abba Shakah in this har,
They adored it. What happened?
and ye say that in Jerusalem is the Malkum where Anashim out to Shakah.
There she go. You say in Jerusalem. If you got our information, you should already know Jerusalem.
Right.
That's why you know it don't make sense she the guy. You don't even know what you're doing. Let's see what he tell her. Look at 22. And don't forget she got the Holy Ghost and licensed the priest. He licensed her right there at the well. Listen.
Yahushua saith unto her, Ashah, among me the hour cometh, when ye shall neither in this har, nor yet at Jerusalem, Shakah the Abba.
What's what happened?
Ye Shakah, ye know not what. We know what we Shakah, for Yeshua is of the Yahudim.
And yeah, he saved her right there. Shamron. Salvation is of us. Salvation to us. And he gave it to her right there. Now y'all look at this again. How in the hell we bought into these lies?
Dude.
He commissioned her to preach at the well. Where you get it? The man telling you, you ain't told the truth but one time, and now your ass getting told you don't even know what you're doing. How you get it? And niggas ought to be pissed. You ain't got it. She don't even know who it's to.
That's right.
She don't even know who it's her, and he
That's
gonna
right.
give it to her. Make it must say these folks saved in the Christian church today. These folks say, you don't even know who it's to. Come on.
But the hour cometh, and now is, when the Amat Shakah shall Shakah the Abba in Ruach and in Amat.
Why?
For the Abba seeketh such to Shakah him.
Listen what happened.
Elohim is a Ruach,
And what happened?
and they that Shakah him
Do what?
must Shakah him
How?
in Ruach
And where?
and in Amat.
And he told her, you just finally told the truth.
Right.
How you gonna get it? When the man looking for folk to tell the truth. And you've been lying the whole time. I just said you finally told the truth. The man looking for somebody, it ain't about this place or in Jerusalem when it come down to it. He gonna look for some folk that's going to Shakah him in the Amath. These folks gonna be of the truth. They're gonna be for the truth. You said it here, you know that's a literal lie. See, they don't want you to take their book exposed. See, Jay, get this? I can hold his sister back. All they ass got them.
That's right.
Bunch of jackasses.
That's right.
Out there trying to save folks. Mess them up. They got to make money off this stuff.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
folks won't pay me. I just tell you the truth. You're reading it with me.
Yeah.
I can say what I want. You looking at it for yourself.
That's right.
How does it make sense? The woman ain't told the truth to now. The woman's a con. Then you sit her lying, talking about your Kobe, your daddy. Come on, man. Just stop. Just stop it. I'm sick. Just stop it. About like them folks over in y'all. Just stop it. Stop it. And you know what's bad? In order for these folks to feel better about themselves, they got to lie about us. You don't believe this. In order for us to feel better about ourselves, we're going to have to know the truth. They only feeling good about themselves because of a lie. Why y'all think they're trying to extinguish all of us? They want to extinguish people that's older than my aim and old enough, because their people remember when those people came over there. Over the middle, why they want to fight Iran and wipe all them folks out, which is Pyra, it's because all them people know they true. See, they can't, listen, everybody they hate over there know they true. And that's why they need them extinct. They keep telling them, we got to get rid of Iran. Because you know them folks keep throwing their face. Your ass a Johnny come lately. Your ass ain't from him, and you got other people suffering because of your shit. You from them white folk that brought your ass over here, and you ain't a seller, your ass a thief. But they ain't gonna say, but you know what? They won't dare show you on the news. They're not going to dare show you. Think about this. The old folks in power, they call Iran, when Michael Brown got killed over in Missouri? Ferguson, and it's in Missouri? Yeah. Thank you. You know what? Now, the Ayatollah, the chief reigning ruler, you only got two rulers down, the president and him, the Ayatollah, he's over it. He said when they killed Michael Brown, he said the same way they killed Jesus. Why would he associate a black man with a white savior? Did y'all know he said that? The Ayatollah, why would he know about something and associate it with the killing of who they call Jesus? A black man. That would make no sense. Unless the man who they call Jesus was black, like Michael Brown. And he was killed for no reason. I'm sorry, for no real legal reason. Brush it off, gotta wipe them out the planet, gotta get rid of Iran. Y'all know why they want to get rid of them too? Iran actually has some of your information. Nobody never told us that we were actually in Iran. Babylon, which is over in what they call it Iraq, we were in those regions. Mosul, all the places fighting, we were there. We were also in Iran when the Medes, who they tell you the Medes, see, they changed everybody's name, so that's why you can't trace your information. Because you start looking, when are you missing folk called Medes? So that's way back in the Bible. Verse that told you, that's Iran. Guess what you can do? You can catch a flight to go to Iran and you can look. Guess what they call their stuff? Because then they call them the Persian. They'll tell you all that art, they'll call it Persians. You got Persian restaurants. These folks know your ass will start going back and you'll start researching, you'll look and you'll find your history. That's why white folk want to get to. Tell me how much history is taught in school about the nigga. That's right. It's all white American history. How they came over peaceful and shit, helping the Indian. Indian can't talk, can't wear clothes and shit. They taught them how to play. They reversed everything. We had thinking. We sat around and laughed our ass off. I had turkey and goblet chitlin. Hell, study tell us, why these folk come up dead? I just can't see y'all nice ass people just killing these people like that. What happened? They made it, when they tell the story how the Indians want to cut their scalps off. White people were the folks scalping Indians. The Indians, what they call, quote unquote, the Indian kill to survive. The white man kill for trophies. There ain't no other people kill no damn animal for no trophies. White people did that shit. They'll kill for no reason, just leave it dead to cut the head off of it. Get a fish. I've seen so many white folks fish they wouldn't do that. That's why I don't even eat them. They'd rather get them, throw the damn meat away and stuff it. Put it on the wall. They're not conservation. We kill to eat. Only way we get a fish on the wall, we were scared of the damn shell stuck up against the wall. Otherwise, we don't have time for no shit like that. We trying to eat. You remember around, we lose meat. When a nigga back then got through eating the fish, hell, you ain't got nothing to put on the wall. I'm telling my mama, brother Johnny, I'm telling he eat a fish, make a cat cuss. He'll make a cat cuss. He started here, he eat all the way through the ass. He ate it all. He catch a little fish like that, he said, don't get it. You'll lose some meat. Listen, batter that damn thing up, fry it hard. Start at the mouth, crunch all the way through it to the end. Am I making this up? Do you know about that? I'm trying to tell you, that joke was rough, man. He was hell on the fish, man. She still laughing about it. She know it. He was hell on fish, man. If it bit his hook, it getting cooked. Monk ain't throw shit, but listen, it bit his hook. Man, I went, that joke he brought a cooler out, tell me about where I was going. He like, you don't know nothing about no fish. He fit well up. I wore his ass out. He had that big old thing. He probably fit like that. He got that thing and throw that thing in the cooler. I said, God. I said, yeah, throw it. He was like, I ain't throwing that back. I said, man, I'm forward laughing. They said, y'all ain't gonna throw that back. I said, God damn. That was rough too, boy. That thing was like that. He put that damn thing in that big ass cooler like that. Man, that fish thought he was on a time capsule. I tried to save him. I'm telling you, man, we ain't throw away nothing. White folks do that, kill it, get a deal, kill it, and they'll leave the damn meat at the butcher place. They won't even come back and get a lot of time. They'll go a lot of places just sell the meat. They don't get, they'll just kill the shit. They don't care about it. They just want to stuff it, get it, and that's not every one of them. But a lot of times, coaches, they just like to kill it and just have it for a trophy. I don't have time to catch and release. I said, they said, you do catch? Hell yeah, I catch. I said, I'm going to cook when I get home. Yeah. I got to let it go. Get it out their bucket. I do catch and release. I ain't throwing that out. If it's a catfish, I'm throwing it back in. Something like that. Other, bass, crappie, your ass going home. Y'all hear? I'm a real fisherman. Now, that's them Chinese folks. Damn. They eat everything. I caught an eel. I tried to throw that damn. I thought the damn eel. He got that damn thing. Man, that thing scared shit. I might put that down the water. Chinese folks throw away shit. Man, they'll flip a stingray over. Shit. That thing, they ain't thought, hell no, that thing gonna be 100. Flip his ass, cut that thing. You saying, damn. Them jokers eat whiskers and all. I know that right. I know you glad you half and half, ain't it, Leon? Ain't that armor palm? Ain't that right? Half and half. I'm telling you, man, that shit crazy, man. It can't be that critical. You can throw some back. But I had to get ready to let y'all go. But I want y'all to understand that. Let's see what right here, we'll try to let y'all go. Come on. Get ready to give me your money. We get ready so we can let y'all. I know I'm tired too. Go ahead, listen.
The Ashah saith unto him, I know the Mashiach cometh, which is called, well, when he is come.
That made absolute no sense. It wouldn't have said no Christ. It made absolute no sense.
That's right.
Now, if she would have said Christos because of the Greeks had come and changed it, that would kind of make sense in that. But they'll do that. I think, my honestly opinion, Mashiach is what she would have said. They did Messiah. This is already too messed up. But they're the parenthesis put there because you're trying to condition the people to buy into their religion.
Right.
So you're going to make it look as she's saying that the Mashiach and Christ is the exact equivalent. Mm-hmm. See, you have to pay attention to your writers and your people. What kind of, I know when the Mashiach is come, first of all, you're a Yehudi. You already know the language we talk.
Right.
We'll communicate. Why am I saying which is called a Christ?
Don't make sense.
Don't make sense. If you know Mashiach, I'm saying Mashiach, why am I going to say which is called Christ in bracket? They'll put it in bracket because they're liars.
Right.
The whole thing they try to get you to buy into, that these are the same word. Oh, you say Mashiach, Messiah, Christ, same thing. It's not. That's just show you how they can dupe you when you reading. It makes no sense to have that conversation to sit there and say which is called. Go ahead.
When he is come, he will tell us all things.
Listen.
Joshua saith unto her,
I am he.
And upon this came his Talmudim, and marveled that he talked with the Ashah, yet no each said, what seekest thou? Or why talkest thou with her?
So I'm tired. We don't even talk to them people. He said, y'all imposters. We don't have no cut. They look at him, they ain't want to say something, man. We don't talk to these people. See him in the stone, say nothing to him. That's how they looked at him. Because you know, and then because of the fact you going around saying you us. Why y'all think the book come along and tell y'all about people being of the synagogue of Satan?
That's right.
And we have tried them, tested, and found them what?
Liars.
And what you found with this woman, the fact that he told her, now you told the truth.
She's a liar.
You are a liar. This is your, you are a liar. Trying to tell you, we done tried them people. We done tried. That what he say he could test them. He said, you knew what you were doing. You'd have asked, I'd have gave it to you. What? Huh? My daddy, Jacob. Oh, yeah, that's my daddy. Everybody call him Big Jake. Telling them lies. I want to dedicate the rest of my days just going around traveling, telling our people the truth. Our people need to restore some dignity back to our people. They claim we already got it from a white Jesus, then we ought to do a whole lot better with one look like us. Ain't nobody serve more favor than we have with a different color Savior. You can't go to China and get no white man. Man, they'll kill you in China. You come to that shit trying to put no white Jesus up there trying to get them to buy it. They'll lock your ass up. The tapes, the book, don't play that stuff. I'm telling you, you going to jail. You ain't going nowhere like no jail either. They catch your ass proselyte, you going to jail. They gonna, man, your ass punishment probably death. North Korea, kill your ass up there with that Jesus stuff. Get that white man up. They'll tell you, we don't see the likes of the white man. Don't bring that shit over here. You going to jail. Ain't gonna get no probation either, and America ain't getting you out. And you know how they'll make it look like they don't like Christianity. They don't like the love people. Hell, you don't like the love people. See, they twist your mind up and have you hating people based off of what they told you. Those folks looking at, they are victims of white people. Man, China done fought their ass off to get back and liberate themselves from the British and from Japan. And you gonna try to bring some white shit over there? I don't blame their ass. They done seen the end of it. They like, don't bring that shit over here. We done already see they'll come in like they friend, like they want to know your damn karate. Your kung fu. Look at him. Soon as Bruce Lee ran on him, they right, he effed up. Came over here, and they right, he messed up. Now who the best one I ever seen? Chuck Norris. Jumped through a damn windshield, don't even break his leg. I want him to try that shit with my truck. I'm gonna take his ass out. I want to let his ass get off the ground. Soon as he do that, I'll flow boat his ass. So I'll teach you to quit all that playing. I need that TV show. Oh man, I'm kind of hurt. Things ain't been going the way it used to go. I had some good days. I think maybe talking about them other people that cost me a little money. You understand, ain't it? Financial crunch. Can I get some change back? That's a 20. You'll bring me back 1950. Time done got hard on the nigga. No, but I tell you what though, you folk better wake up. Man, as soon as you look around, you see who do all the karate teaching now. Man, these white folks will tell you, man, what, Chuck Norris done told y'all he was a better fighter than Bruce Lee after Bruce Lee dead. Look tired of that hesitation kick. Man, you can't take that shit to no China. He got too much hesitation in his kick. I don't watch it. The hell no. Now he can beat everybody in China, old ass. Man, I dyed his beard and shit right up. Ain't he probably using the damn toe to gym right. I'm about to call his ass. Then I'll make another damn toe to gym. I washed your ass. I know good well you ain't using that thing. Make me mad when I see folks that tell lies like that. Why the little ass? He and I said, he ain't using that thing right. I seen his ass. And he'll beat Bruce Lee. I'd have dig Bruce Lee ass up. Blow some life in it. Then I got to slap his ass back down. He wasn't about 123 pounds, all this fight. He ain't did all that now. What, he weigh about 128 pounds? No, he wasn't big. About 128 pounds. What, 5 what? Yeah, I tried that. I'm supposed to show you this style called aluminum bat. Now you run, you start. I'm going to show you how that work. That shit look good on TV. I don't believe none of that stuff. All that shit good TV stuff. You be surprised. I know how to swing it. I ain't doing this shit from way back here. I got something for his ass. So you just jump. I'm going to show you how it coming. I ain't laying that shit on my shoulder either. Like no sorry about shit laying on my shoulder like he all slid down my back. Now I got something for you, Bruce. Nigga, let me tell you something. A lot of stuff these folks done show these folks. They done put that shit across us, they make a fool out of us. All that beating up 20 and 100 people, I don't believe none of that stuff. I don't believe none of that stuff. These folks brought a lot of that shit on themselves. All this stuff come from Africa. I'll tell you how I like to see him fight. I take him in and let me see him fight a Musat Warrior. I'll see what you got. Musat Warrior, tie that red thing, get that stick, so I'm going to tear your ass up. They're going to kill Ari? You don't want none of that. One of them good rock throwers, we go, whoo, boom, rock hit his ass. Let it sink right through his forehead. Ain't that right? That'll get that. Man, I'm telling you something. These folks be talking, let me tell you something. That stuff being president, y'all, let me tell you something. That's all them Green Berets got their ass tore up when they went to Somalia. Okay. They done got their ass tore up in more than one place. Listen, Green Beret is elite. You don't have nothing better than the Delta Force. These guys, am I talking? You take out 50 Delta Force. What, you weak? You just playing around? You dead damn serious. You get shot, you don't got 50 of them jokers. You don't play with folk like that. All that stuff they be showing out there, white boy, they show them who they want. Y'all know that. You don't want none of them jokers. Man, somebody tell your ass this here, man. When a nigga hook up in a tugboat and climb up a damn ship and got strength to take your shit and get him, listen, $5 million to this account and shit, they trying to these folks got technology. You don't get none of your money. Listen, do you understand a moving ship? How hard is it to come up the side of a ship, sit still, let alone moving? And you climbing up the ship and you still take that shit? I tell you, man, the boy said, you ain't got to come up here. I'm letting that shit down. I seen the movie. Isn't that right? I believe you for your work's sake. Do y'all understand do you know how tired you'll be climbing up the side of a ship? We talking about a ship, not no damn, no bass boat. Man, them guys, that's it. And you come across the Atlantic out there. Listen, the Atlantic is so rough out there. This shit destroy boats. The water itself will just totally tear the boat up. When them jokers in that rough water catch a ship, climb up the side, and tell your ass to get them their money, nigga, you better have change. That's serious right now. Trying to help y'all out now. But see, they don't want to show you stuff like that. Show you something what Navy SEAL shoot way off a boat and kill somebody on the boat. Show the other movies. Show the other movies. Anybody do that shit there. Show the other movies. Well, they had done got tore, Black Hawk Down, white boy, he supposed to be the one. Then he got busted in a child molestation or some shit that I'm sick of. Every time you give somebody a hero. One of them boys from Black Hawk Down, supposed to be in the street. He got caught with some child molestation shit. They don't want to tell the folks. Look that up, boss, so make sure I ain't telling no lie. They can see that for themselves. Y'all didn't know that. Say, show them movie, they want to tell child molester. Yeah, from Black Hawk Down, they try to make them like hero like that. Tell the truth. Listen, that Navy SEALs, though, they got their ass whooped. Special Forces, Marine Army Rangers, Green Beret, tore all their ass out the socket. Man, you don't play with them folks, man. Listen, them folks ain't got all that shit. And listen, no tanks. They ain't have no planes or no helicopter. Y'all don't know. Y'all some bad people. Oh, we back to that good word again, Bob? Oh, let's see that. ING means a good cause? Let me see. So if somebody is BITCHING, let's see. From the action or practice of grumbling or expressing displeasure, formally, excellent, a bitching new album. I've never known about it. See, but let me say this. See, I knew about it, grumbling, complaint, but see that show you, see, let me tell you how they get y'all. Don't fall into that. That's again of them trying to always, so somebody say, this is how they look, they use it, so they say, that's the rock. No, I'm saying like, like bitching good. It's not negative. So they like, you say, oh, okay, you're using it in a positive way. But guess what? You can't use nigga positive. Right. That's how they give you a definition. You ain't got to buy it. I just want to show you the differences of it. You ain't got to believe it. Everything folks tell you now. I believe it. Let's say. Black Hawk Down, you put because good. Child, rape a criminal. Man, ain't no telling how many white folks gonna shoot up on this one. What's child? What is right here? Oh, shit. Oh, look at him. He put it out with that. Look at this. What is it right here? Why they show you Black Hawk Down? Oh, that man just want to know about the war hero who became a child rapist. Look what pop up. Specialist John Stevens won the Silver Medal Star for his heroic at the Battle of Mogadishu in 1993. Since 2000, he's been serving a 30-year sentence for raping his 6-year-old daughter. Tired bastard. And again, and I don't know what you get a medal for. Hell, you lost. Listen, let me tell you what happened. Same thing they do. One of the white boys who didn't go out there, put the paperwork in. Same thing with the American sniper. I'm sick of it. I ain't trying to discredit saying ain't no white people done that, because that would be a lie. It's just the fact nobody ever acknowledges us. We never get people. You know what's so bad? These niggas don't even know we got black Green Berets and Navy SEALs. When they ever show you black Navy SEAls? Every time you see me white boys. Green Beret, Delta Force, they always show you white boys. They don't show none of us. There's a lot of us get these positions. They don't show us. Every time you see it, they're going to show something. White boys, white boys, white boys, white boys, white boys. To try to make it look like niggas incompetent. Black generals. Last one we really saw, they had that joke. Listen, that boy must have shined his shit with some biscuit. That boy shit was shining. Listen, they demoted his ass because he flew to see Denzel Washington. When Denzel Washington sent the money to fix Walter Reed up in Washington, D.C., Walter Reed? It's in Maryland. He fixed it up. Listen, damn hospital was so ragged. This military, they had rats in here. Your ass in the bed and rats in the hospital with you. You fighting for, not for this country, you've been fighting for this government, and your ass in Atlanta hospital and rats. Denzel Washington heard about it, and he paid for it. He paid the money and said, fix that up. They shouldn't be landing out like that. So he flew to see Denzel Washington, like, appreciate it. Demoted his ass. But listen, his shit was shine. I ain't never seen that shine like. He must have took every one of them and got a damn one of them good oily biscuit that was shining. Oh, they demoted his ass. So you done took, man, government, you done went and did some official bit, you done went and did some stuff like this, see him demoted. They been wanting to get his ass out. That's how they do. They don't want no black man with no stars, with no ranking. They don't show no black. Every time you see the news, farm general, they always white. Y'all have seen it because you've been in there. They don't even know black. They don't even know we have no. They don't know we got no black admirals. Every time they show them Air Force, every time you show them, they're gonna be white. They're gonna keep us back. They ain't gonna put us over shit. Them white boys don't be doing nothing. It's always the lower ranking people on the field that get shit done. They gonna get the commendation. They gonna get the recognition. They gonna write the book on how to war. They get a credit. Ass ain't been on no ground and done nothing. When they have fly now, you got to clean up shit, make sure they say, and get them right back out. They act like, I've been old up, put on their fatigue. Yo, tired ass ain't did nothing. Need to be on there in Russia way. Put your black ass out there. Wait, white, but still. Put your black ass out there on the line. Yeah. Then you won't be so quick to sit here and get all the other folk killed. Yeah. That's good. I just want to show y'all these day people. They don't talk about this, though. They don't talk. They just keep shooting the move out there. See, that stuff don't impress me. I like watching the movies. They're good comedies. That's two. Give Mr. Your hand clap. Let's go. Oh.